everybody. Oh, YouTuber's still not freaking working. I get it set up ahead of time and everything. I make sure it works and then it decides, nope, never mind. But hello everybody and welcome on into the Haven. Today is our start of the streak for basically finishing up what I can on for YouTube streams before my trip. So we'll be diving straight into Durin Quest. But before that, I hope everybody's been well. And since we're involving Genshin, I do know the 6.3 stream was yesterday. I have not watched it, but I know the general overview. I'm gonna have to spend money on this game again. I only spend money if it's skins. And Nervulet's getting a skin, so I'm only spending money if I get Nervulet, which I really do need him. So hope it happens. But that also means I'm gonna need to spend money on it. I say need like I really have to. I just really want to. 5 a.m. UK time. For me, it was oddly enough like 11 p.m., which was weird. I know generally what's kind of in there, more in terms of like banners, skins. Free Traveler skin's pretty damn cool. I think I know the maybe rumored reason why, because I haven't actually watched a stream of it being from like a new censorship, and Lumine just happened to potentially need a new outfit, so they're just doing both of them at the same time, to be fair. But I'm not entirely sure if that's true, since I haven't watched it yet. I do plan to. And I've seen a really cool scene from Dotare, and man, I wish it was playable, because he's the one crazy man I like. He is such a... his personality is such an ass, but man, do I love him. But it would also be really hard to make him playable, so I do get it. But at least, hey, if he becomes like a boss for a while, you know, you have to play it again over and over. Part of the new outfit is for easier element spot. Oh, okay. I thought it was a Chinese censorship thing. And they're just doing it for Aether just because, you know, you can't do one without the other. But they do look really nice, and it's cool that they update the hair and they give Aether a ponytail, which I know has been a thing in several different depictions for fan art. I think in his actual, when he goes and visits Mualani for the first time, People of the Springs, I think he wears a ponytail too for that little cutscene. All right, this is the correct one. Okay, gotta go all the way over here. I'm still trying to finish up the winter event too, but we probably won't get to that on stream today, only because I'm assuming SKIRK's is normal story length, so like 2-ish hours. It'll help fill in the time. I should heal Kokomi first. Hold on. Let me... I've been obsessed with Power Washing Sim for a bit because I just got it for Christmas, so I haven't made a ton of time for doing my daily, so I'll pop on here, grab books for leveling people later. I've been slowly leveling some other people up, like Layla, and I need to do, well, Layla I haven't started just yet, but I've been doing Farzan.
In what sort of castle might a storybook dragon dwell?
Hold on. Just realized the game volume is still from Phasmo, so it's incredibly low because the death sound is just really loud for some reason. But back into the storybook realm with Durin, into the third part out of 5. We are knocking that all out this week. Before the rewards go up, but as well as before my trip, and I won't be able to stream at all. Which, you know, I'll make an announcement when that happens.
The witch turned to a mighty dragon born upon the wind to seek her answer. From afar, she beheld a solitary castle, standing lonely beneath its wings, and wrote it into words. Its walls kept out the wind and rain, yet also cast a solemn shadow. Enveloped by their shade, the story's boughs were lulled into a torpid slumber and reached no further skyward.
So that's the clue. I think we're meant to find a place where dragons live, and this time in the real world. I asked around, and it just so happens that there's a place like that in Mondstadt.
Yep, that checks out.
I've heard that the dragon here is called Dvalin, and that he's a magnificent creature. I hope I get the chance to meet him.
Will we actually see, like, full Dvalin? We haven't seen that in a bit, unless you just keep playing as boss, which I do need to probably do for some people's talents.
Wait a second. Do you think having the two of them meet is the best idea? You know, considering everything that happened in the past?
No, this Durin is different.
How would we even explain everything to him? Well, if we do run into Dvalin, it should turn out okay with us there at least.
I mean, it should, otherwise... Actually, I can't even say anything on Dvalin's personality. I do not remember it.
Is something wrong?
Nope. Let's go!
I do still have yet to continue to triple crown people. I really still want to triple crown Eula, even if she's not my best character anymore at the moment. But damn, I still don't have the best people for fighting Ashtaha still. But I have been building my shielders. I have actually been doing that. If not my healers, I have been building shielders. Do I actually have to go? Ah, okay, I don't have to actually go around. Thank God, because I hate navigating that place.
So, this is where Dvalin lives?
In the past, we had to jump in.
Yeah, right into the middle of a raging storm.
If you're afraid of getting blown away, Paimon, you can always hang onto my sleeve.
This isn't Paimon's first rodeo. Come on, let's get going.
We just dive bomb the place. Enveloped by their shade, the story's bow is lulled into a torpid slumber and reached no further skyward.
The little dragon grew with each passing day, and the story witch, who loved him dearly, built him a big, beautiful castle. Yet in the end, she herself succumbed to time's merciless march, setting forth on a journey to a place beyond even the stars. All of a sudden, the little dragon found himself alone. He tried leaving the castle to make some new friends. But already, he had grown the claws and scales of an evil dragon, just as the prophecy had foretold. Afraid he might hurt someone, the gentle little dragon hid within the castle his mother had built, and came forth no more.
Oh.
Huh, looks like we're back in the story world. And from the sounds of it, this chapter must be about Simulanka, right?
This castle, it brings back a lot of memories.
Yeah, like the fairy from the Forest of Blessings, the king of Constellation Metropole, that cat lady who turns into a box.
Ah, yep. That will be Nilu, Navia, and Kirara.
Oh, and there's Hat Guy, too. Only lately, whenever I see Hat Guy, I get this strange feeling.
What kind of feeling?
It's like there's something on his mind. He hasn't told me what it is, but I can sense it all the same.
Well, he's always been kind of broody.
I've noticed the same thing. Next time you get the chance, just ask him.
I guess I should focus on fulfilling my mother's final wish for now, though.
Yeah, we should get started on this chapter. So, let's track you down and free you from fate's curse once again.
That day, a small band of adventurers suddenly arrived beneath the castle walls. They promised to help the little dragon cast off the curse of fate. Yet as they stood beneath the castle walls, it appeared they had no idea how to even begin.
Hey, instead of making fun of us, how about giving us a hint?
The little dragon had shut himself inside the tall tower at the castle's center. Anyone who wished to reach him must traverse the barriers that wall off his heart, for there is no other way.
Looks like we're in for another long one.
Let me try something.
Is he gonna fly?
Ooh, do you have an idea?
If that little dragon in the tower used to be me, then surely I'd know how he shuts people out better than anyone. Come on, follow me.
I do really miss Simulanka. I've played a handful of the events, but Simulanka is still one of my favorites, even if I had to rush the ending a little bit, because I was kind of doing it last minute.
That telescope. I've seen magical tools like that before. It should come in handy.
A set of magical building blocks from Simulanka, said to change in mysterious ways when used with a magical telescope. Approach them to pick up these blocks, though you cannot carry them far. After picking up a block, hold the splice button to enter splicing mode. At this time, you can move the toy blocks with glowing connection parts before releasing the splice button to complete splicing. Okay. After placing a building block on the base in front of the magical telescope, you can observe them through the telescope and then size. Blah blah. I think I remember how this works.
Whoa! That block just got bigger!
We can get past the obstacles ahead by using these blocks to jump upwards.
I'm so glad they're giving me a trial of him.
Leave it to me!
Back here.
Decay! New life!
This place is like a maze. How are we supposed to get through?
We'll just have to check each spot.
I wonder, actually, what do they have on their Durin? Weapon and Noblesse. I've seen Noblesse is pretty good. And on the guide that I typically use, they have two different sets for him, depending on if you're going specifically for Vapor Melt or just general buffing. I haven't compared numbers though.
We should be able to use this block somewhere.
Looks like this telescope is missing some blocks.
Oh. Let's try the one...
Is that enough?
Still not enough. Guess we'll have to keep searching.
Oh, hello there. Thank you. Am I too close? I think I'm too close. There we go. We already got the ink bar up. Damn.
Seems like someone's stuck down there.
Should they continue towards the tower or plunge into the shadows to rescue those in need? A difficult dilemma indeed.
I think
The
Durin
path
would
to
want
the
to go
tower
help
is up
them.
ahead. We better stick with Durin.
But I'm guessing we might not actually be able to just go down. 'Cause I see there's a ladder up. We can. I'm gonna see if it lets us actually do something.
It's so dark here.
Hey, there's a fire over there. Let's go check it out.
Wait, is that?
A little pixie that can fly. Are you here to help the dragon break his curse too?
Oh, what's this? More brave adventurers bold enough to set foot in this castle? Come, join the ranks of your liege's guard.
Nilu and Navia!
Nilu? No. I'm a flying squirrel fairy.
I don't remember Nilu sounding like that, but I don't remember what she sounds like. But I know the other one was definitely Navia.
And I'm a giraffe king. Not this Navia you speak of.
That's right. Oh, and don't forget Catbox Lady.
Are you friend or foe? Friend! Definitely friend, Miss, Catbox Lady?
It's so funny how, like, she actually gets her box while everybody else is just creatures from the story.
Yeah, Simulalanka is a big part of Durin's story. So, guess it's no surprise the people we were with there would make an appearance.
Okay, I think I get it now. Flying Squirrel Fairy, Giraffe King, Catbox Lady, please follow me.
The shadows cast from the high walls of the tower were manifestations of the dragon's loneliness, barring the path of any visitor who wished to be his friend. The group of brave creatures sought to aid the little dragon in lifting his curse, yet without light to lead the way. The group was trapped, waiting on a miracle.
These shadows are blocking our path. It seems like the little dragon is afraid to meet us.
If only we had more firelight. But you three don't seem to fear these shadows. Why?
Because I carry more than enough firelight for all of us. Besides, even though we're here to complete the story, who says it can't look a little different this time? Before I met you all, I was so sure I'd never make a single friend. I pushed away anyone who tried to get close, until some kind of miracle brought you to me. This time, allow me to return the favor.
I'm not sure I followed all that, but you want to help the little dragon break his curse too, right?
Yes, so please, come with me.
Yeah, he's such a sweetheart. This is why I love him. And it's still so neat to see a character just solely from an event come to be an actual playable. Of course, it's because it's probably his help with Hexenzirkel connection and everything else, but... Oh, crap. Okay, that was not intentional at all. I have heard, though, that it's not like there's many events where we get a ton of new characters that look like playables. I've heard they might not do this again, because apparently his numbers for his banner were incredibly, like, low compared to standard holds on banners. Which sucks, because he's really cool, and he's advertised as, like, or advertised by the community as a better Bennett. He's pretty good. Even if my Arlecchino and Raiden and him aren't built up to snuff, I still get pretty good numbers. Just from messing around with them. I missed text, but we have to go forward anyways.
Come on, Durin, or, little story dragon. Just calm down.
Stay back! I don't want to hurt you.
Loneliness and fear had built a cage around his heart, shutting out all who would look upon him. And thus, all the adventurers could see was his shadow.
Don't worry, we can help you.
Don't come any closer!
And that was the last the little dragon spoke.
How are we supposed to persuade him if he won't even talk to us?
If you can still hear me, please listen to what I have to say. Your claws and scales aren't some kind of inescapable curse, you know? You'll overcome it one day and make lots of new friends. I'm sure you think I'm lying. After all, no matter how many times you've tried to break it, nothing's ever worked. But this time is different. I brought your friends here to see you.
Oh, what did you say?
Hi, little dragon. I'm the Flying Squirrel Fairy, and I'm here to help you lift your curse. Will you talk to me?
And I'm the Giraffe King. Don't be afraid, little one. We're not afraid of you.
I'm just a cat in a box, but I'd very much like to be your friend too.
It's so funny, they just stick her in a damn box.
These are my friends?
Yeah, they're your friends in the future you'd be trying to avoid. I can promise you that. They're reaching out, so you just have to ask yourself one question. Do you accept?
After a long silence, heavy footsteps echoed from the tower's shadows. But still, the one who made them refused to step forward. Though the cage to his heart had been unlocked, the little dragon remained ashamed of his claws and scales.
How can I face my friends like this?
Don't worry, little dragon. We're gonna offer up our blessings and make a wish to the goddess of fate to release you from your curse.
Yeah, just like last time.
Make a wish? To the goddess of fate?
At that moment, the merry witch made her entrance.
Hello again, Alice.
Hello, little one. Don't be afraid. With the blessings of your friends, your wish shall be granted.
Alice? Wait, you're the Merry Witch from the story?
Correct. It is I, the Merry Witch, creator goddess of this realm. And it just so happens the goddess of fate is none other than my dear friend, the Story Witch. I'm here to make good on my promise to lend her my second strongest spell. With this spell, she'll have the power to create an entire world. So naturally, granting your wish won't be a problem. Provided, of course, you receive your friend's blessings. But before we proceed, I must check something on her behalf. Little dragon, do you accept this blessing?
I want to be your friend. So if you're offering, then yes, I would love to have your blessings.
Of course, just like last time.
Were it not for the adventurer's blessings, this tale might have ended long ago. Thanks to them, another ending was now possible. Yet in that moment, they did not know if this blessing was truly a gift or just another trial in disguise.
What? You didn't say a word when we actually needed a clue, but now at a critical moment like this, you turn up and start playing mind games?
Another trial. Ha, that actually sounds about right. Be it the fictional problems of Simulanka or unavoidable conflicts in the real world, if you think about it, that's what they've been all along. But if it wasn't for those trials, I never would have met any of you. So, despite all that, I'd still like to give my blessings.
That's the spirit! Come on, Durin! Let's help you make your wish come true again!
On behalf of both my past and present selves, thank you, my friends.
Fortunately, a brave band of adventurers heard tell of the little dragon's story. Determined to lift his curse, they fought their way through countless trials. To help him, they offered up their blessings and made a wish to the goddess of fate. At last, their wish was granted. Shaking off his scales, the little dragon stepped out of the tower's gloom. But his time in the world beyond the castle would soon teach him this gift would bring blessings and trials of its own. And as far as the little dragon was concerned, the tricks of fate had just begun.
Yeah, I forgot he used to actually be a big block dragon of his own. Then he became the mini Durin.
So, Durin's wish came true, just like it did before.
If this story was written by my mother, then surely that was the last chapter we just completed.
Oh yeah! So, in other words, we finished it! analysis task, and there's even some ink to spare.
Not so fast. It can't be this easy. We still got 2 more days. What are those 2 more days filled with? Time to return the book, huh?
Guess we'll have to wait for her to make contact, like she said.
So, my mother's final story has finally come to a close.
Sounds like you're a little sad to see it end.
Back when I was still living in Simulanka, I was always under the illusion that my mother had never truly left. Every day I spent immersed in that world. It felt like she was right there by my side, still reading me bedtime stories. But now...
Durin!
Don't worry, we're all here for you.
That's right! And you've got so many other friends waiting for you back in Mondstadt!
Yeah.
Speaking of which, after all that flying around, Paimon's starting to feel hungry again. So, why don't we head back to Mondstadt? Perfect excuse for a big meal with the rest of the gang. Now that you've fulfilled your mom's final wish, a little celebration seems in order, right?
It's just a pity we never got to see that big, beautiful dragon.
You were really looking forward to meeting him, huh? He might not be here all the time, but Paimon's sure you'll get a chance at some point.
It'll be a very interesting meeting.
All right, no worries. Anyway, since this feast is to celebrate me fulfilling my mother's final wish, I guess it should be my little treat. Pretty sure that's how humans do it, right?
Nuh-uh. This one's on the Traveler and Paimon. Celebrating each other's achievements is what friends are for.
Honestly, when it comes to who treats who, human rules are so complicated.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Anything that's like social obligations or whatever can get a little... It very much depends on who you're with.
See? He wants to be friends with you too.
Oh, hello, big boy! How did we not see you? I'm really wondering how the hell we missed that.
But the moment hasn't come. At least not yet. In any case, the story should have a better ending this time, don't you think?
I'm very curious if they're like, oh, this is the ending, but it's not actually. We still have like 2 more days left. What are the 2 other days filled with? I'm enabling focus mode just in case, because there was a quest around here that I think it's like new TCG stuff or something. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I clicked through it because I meant to go to bed, not to accidentally start a quest. I want to just claim my commissions.
Whew. Feels like we were gone for ages. Hopefully, everyone's still here.
So, your adventure was a success, huh? Want to grab a drink to celebrate?
Absolutely not. No booze allowed.
Kaya, I think you're the only one that can drink here. Technically, Traveler can, but I don't think we're ever served alcohol. So, Kaya, you're the only one who can drink.
Mr. Honorary Knight, Durin, I want to hear all about your big adventure. We're gonna order a big meal for everybody first. We'll talk while we eat. Yippee!
Excuse me. Did I hear you call him Durin just now? But wasn't Durin the evil dragon that fell on Dragonspine?
Oh yeah, I guess normal citizens wouldn't know, and Durin, at least from what I know depicted in any trailers, he hasn't exactly gone as a public figure. He's like very much learning to be human in the Knights of Favonius to like he's kind of ready and just being with Albedo. He's not a totally normal citizen just yet.
Come on, miss. This Durin isn't that evil dragon from Dragonspine. Albedo said... well, it was kind of confusing. But anyway, it's super cool. Oh, is this your first time meeting him, Marjorie? No wonder you're getting him confused.
Still, even if you hadn't met him yet, shouldn't you have heard about him at the very least? At this point, pretty much the whole city has.
Oh, okay, I guess he's a little more public. I mean, yeah, Albedo pulled the stunt across the whole city, but they really weren't paying attention to that. But okay, I guess he is a little more public than I thought. Hey.
Why is everyone...
And wait, does he not know of... I thought Albedo would have given him some backstory on what's happening. I thought he did when that Archon interlude happened.
So, what exactly is his connection with the evil dragon?
Wait, but those horns on his head. Surely he's not a...
Did everyone just forget about Durin?
No, that can't be.
No, Albedo didn't even mess with anything with frickin' Irminsul for that part. I'm so confused if Durin's been made public or if he's very much like he's learning the Knights of Favonius till he's ready to set up a pawn society. Uh-oh.
The tricks of fate had just begun.
Watch out!
Stay calm. Oh, we have to get the... Oh yeah, because he does have abyssal energy within him. I forgot about that part.
No one got hurt. Did they?
Durin! Durin!
You ask Barbara to tend to Durin, then settle him in the guest room.
I just had Barbara check him over. He's not badly hurt, but he seems to have burned through a lot of energy fending off some kind of dangerous power.
Yeah, I do remember Albedo telling him or telling us that, like, Durin's gonna have a really, like, difficult time because what happened is, you know, mini Durin's body fusing to human, but he also took evil Durin's heart, which means that power as well as, like, just basically you're corrupting the inside of the body. And Durin has to learn to fend that off. Or control it in some way, because it's kind of like you're shoving two entities into one body. So of course there's going to be a power struggle.
He'll need some time to rest before he wakes up.
So, can someone explain what's going on here?
It seems like, aside from Durin's close acquaintances, the people of Mondstadt have forgotten everything about him.
How could that even happen?
Worse still, the abyssal power within him is showing signs of extreme instability. Could be a separate issue, though. I'm not sure.
If the abyssal power inside him spirals out of control, Mondstadt will be in grave danger.
Maybe we should ask Albedo.
I completely agree.
All right then. As acting Grand Master, I'll send a letter requesting Albedo's immediate return. Until then, the Knights will watch over Durin.
That's pretty much all we can do right now.
Also, allow me to look after this book for now. If you need to consult it, just drop by my office.
Do you think the book might have something to do with what's happening?
It's possible.
It's just weird that Alice still hasn't contacted us. Maybe we should head back inside the book and take another look.
Well, I mean, and especially considering how evil Durin's story went, as well as how mini Durin became whole Durin. Like, that's gotta be some kind of mention in the book. We're surely not done with it yet. You only got the Simulanka part in it. You don't have everything else. We're missing a decent chunk of plot there. And I'm guessing this is the cutoff. Yep, okay. Which we're returning to that tomorrow. I'm getting this done and dusted. So now we have SKIRK story quest and Emil's. I'm going to leave Emil's for tomorrow's because I just started it a little bit, but I haven't gone that far, which means our final day of Genshin, which is Double Trouble Tuesday, we'll do Durin story quest. I don't know if the ending will be as long as
Inactivity
as long as these others have been, where they're like usually what, between 30 minutes and an hour's worth of content. If it is kind of short, I'll be done with all my story quests at that point. So well, then I'll probably just grind. Actually, I have to grind primos for Nervulet. I think. What do I have? Yeah, I have just a 10 pull. Which luckily he's on the rerun banner, so I have 2 banners to go, which does mean I am fully skipping Columbina. I haven't even looked into if she's a full buffer or Nodcry only characters. If she's Nodcry only, I couldn't use her anyways. But if she's a full buffer, I have to miss her. I need Nervulet for my account to function way better. He is just a really good DPS. Alright, disable focus mode, and we will now be getting into SKIRK's story. Which I only know, the only thing I know about SKIRK's story, like I know her like origin story, but that there's like a guitar solo somewhere in here. There's a song. I've not actually heard the song though. Alright, enable focus mode. I do wish the story quest would give you some primos. But hey, they give you Mora, and I can probably use that for... What do I need Mora for? I need to level up people. So, I can certainly use it for that. I've been building up teams. And almost sticking to my stupid little rule. I say stupid because a lot of people in their right mind wouldn't do that. My little team rule is I really try not to repeat characters. That also means people who are just good at buffing fucking any team. Bennett breaks that rule once. But just once. Oh, her name's Emily. Okay, I thought it was Emil. I haven't... I heard it in the story once, but I was playing it really late at night. I also just realized that that also means my OBS is not updating. So I'm keeping... I always have my phone up in case my OBS decides to lag or completely not show me anything, but my chat's not updating at all. So I apologize if you texted that like a minute ago or some minutes ago.
Oh, you're looking for Dr. Baiju. He's resting today, but he said to send any patients to the back room.
Ah, okay. Thanks. We'll head on through.
I didn't realize she was talking to us at first. And wait, why is SKIRK here? It's a child's here, but I actually don't... SKIRK came in Fontaine, I guess, and was kind of just blip in, throw child, see you guys later kind of thing, so. Actually, I don't even remember where child ended up. Do we know? I don't... It's like I played through all of Fontaine. I just don't remember where he went. I bet I'll pop back up in Shoshnaya. Oh, what happened to Snake's voice? Oh, is SKIRK's story still during the... I wonder if it's still during the time of the VA strike. And so they haven't replaced the voice yet or redone it. He came back at the end. Oh, okay. I just totally forgot what happened to him. I'll still have yet to probably... I need to replay Sumeru and Fontaine on another friend's account who... Yeah, I can't convince them to play, so I'm just gonna use it to play back through some old Archon quests. And because Sumeru is my favorite Archon quest still. You know, Nodcry is good because it has a lot of stuff, but... Sumeru is definitely very interesting, and also that's when the Doctor first appears, so... Dotare.
Traveler, Paimon, welcome. What can I do for you?
Oh, okay, Baiju still speaks, though. That's good.
It's the Traveler. He looks absolutely beat these days. He has these huge dark circles around his eyes, like he hasn't slept a wink. And he keeps spacing out. You have to call his name several times before he snaps out of it. What do you think it is? Is he sick?
I can't tell if we're making up a story or if this is supposed to be in the timeline and I just haven't done the story quest in so long it doesn't make any sense. Either way, you know, we gotta progress. I just like, huh? I guess I'll just read the snake's lines. I can't fully do the voice for sure.
Oh, is Angel Chrome prone to sickness? I find this surprising.
I guess I could be. I'm not sure. That's also a horrible snake voice, by the way. I do apologize.
Very peculiar. In all the time we've been acquainted, this is the first time you've come to me with a health complaint. Come, let me take a look at you.
Okay, Paimon does not like that expression, Baiju. It's not serious, is it?
Complexion is good, eyes are clear, breathing is steady, pulse is strong. Physically, you appear to be in good condition, traveler. In theory, your energy level should reflect that. You should be feeling right as rain.
And yet, I do feel something is off.
Hence my concern. A clean bill of health is usually a good thing, but in this case, it likely means your situation is more complicated. Physical illnesses come with detectable symptoms that can be used to diagnose, medicate, and cure the condition. But afflictions of a non-physical nature, they fall outside a doctor's realm of expertise.
Huh? What do you mean, non-physical nature?
Curses, dark magic, it's hard to say. It could just as easily be a simple case of mental fatigue. Why don't you rest here for a bit? Whatever it is we're dealing with, clues to your condition are sure to reveal themselves in time. Once we know the root cause, we can administer the right treatment.
I wouldn't doubt if Traveler has mental fatigue. In this case, because like, oof, we've been through some shit. Whether this quest was supposed to be done prior to Nodcry or not, like whatever the timeline is, Traveler's been through a lot. Aether's been through a lot.
I've seen my fair share of mental afflictions. To start with, some calming incense, a good night's sleep, and a good meal would do a world of good.
I know I just don't mind the voice. I don't freaking remember the voice. I really am wondering where the snake voice went. I know they've been going through and redoing some lines. I think Notlin actually, I'd need to actually fact check it, but Notlin went through with going through lines for the story quest. So then, yeah, what scene is it? It's where they're kind of all like powering up near the end when we have all the 6 heroes. I think all the voices are there now. They've been going through and doing some stuff, but I guess it depends. I'm gonna look this up. I'm looking up specifically in this quest, it missing. I guess nobody's really mentioning the snake. And even when you first look it up, it seems to actually be a bug instead of, well, at least Google's quoting it as a bug. But if it's just a snake, maybe? I don't know. Google isn't really helping me here.
In the meantime, Changsheng and I will review the relevant literature for afflictions that present with mental fatigue.
Still, we're not experts in this kind of thing. I say we should strongly consider calling a specialist as soon as possible.
Oh, must be a rare condition if not even Baizhu and Changsheng have seen it before. Well, all we can do is take their advice. You look like you're about to collapse anyway.
Do we?
Just get some rest. Paimon will be right here by your side. Fingers crossed you'll be all better when you wake up.
Good nap. Where am I? There's a thick fog covering my field of vision. This feels more real than a dream, but too chilling to be real life. My breath freezes in my throat before I can even exhale it. It's like my soul has been wrenched from my body and thrust into this strange and unfamiliar space. Whichever direction I look in, there's no end in sight. And worse than that, I think there's something in the fog, following me like a shadow. If this is a dream, how long till I wake up? And if it's not, where in the world am I? I don't like that. What in the... Something just pierced through the fog and stabbed me in the back, but there's no blood. A strange light coming from the wound, and I see this familiar looking spike retreating back into the darkness. Deep inside, it feels like part of me is missing. Now another wave of fatigue is washing over me. Bro's being, like, tortured.
Traveler! Traveler! Rise and shine! Time to wake up!
We probably feel even worse.
For once, you're making Paimon look like an early riser. It's already afternoon. Hopefully all that sleep did you some good. Feeling any better?
Paimon, I need you to check if there's a cut on my back.
A cut? What? Did you scratch yourself in your sleep? All right, let Paimon take a look.
I bet there's gonna be nothing.
Nope, nothing there. Wait, did you have a nightmare? Okay, don't panic. Paimon heard that dreams tell us what we need by showing us the opposite. So, if you had a nightmare, maybe all you need is something to cheer you up. Come on, Paimon will treat you to something yummy.
I mean, otherwise this is a distraction for a little bit. You and Paimon head to Wanrim... God, I can't pronounce words these days. Restaurant. Sensing that something isn't right, Paimon orders a bunch of dishes to cheer you up.
What? So, in this dream, you were trapped in a weird place with thick fog everywhere, and then a spike came out of nowhere and stabbed you in the back?
Man, that food looks good. Anyway, sorry, what, Paimon?
Oh. Okay, well, that's a new one. Are you sure it was a dream? Because from the way you describe it, it sounds like you were really there. But then again, you woke up right where you went to bed. And you were definitely in a deep sleep this morning.
I don't know what to make of it either. Maybe it's just a very lifelike dream.
Then, it's decided. Paimon will stay up and watch over you tonight. If anyone tries to mess with you, Paimon will beat him up. Or, wake you up first and then we can beat him up together.
Paimon's smile has a way of putting me to ease. But what I saw is still bothering me. That dream was so chilling, and it almost feels like something's watching me from the corner of the world even now. Something stabbed me in my dream, but when I woke up, there was no wound. Still, if I focus on that area, I feel a vague aching. Almost as if deep underneath the flesh, something is...
Something is missing?
Did you just say something?
You heard that too?
The flesh remains whole, but the soul is incomplete. Left unresolved, the mind will wither away along with it.
I haven't heard her voice in a hot minute. I didn't know that was her.
Ah! What the? Wait! Paimon remembers you! Your child's master!
SKIRK. She really does still look like a Honkai character to me. She doesn't look like she exactly belongs in this game. Pretty, but she really does look like a Honkai character.
Right! What are you doing here? The last time we saw you was at the Primordial Sea in Fontaine, right? But then we left and never learned where you went after that. Child's been looking everywhere for you, by the way. What brings you to Wanmin Restaurant of all places? You came here looking for us? And were you the one behind that hocus pocus just now?
Tell me, what is it that you saw? Tight-lipped, huh? I suppose that's fair. You, I'll take a glass of wine.
Hmm? Oh, of course. Coming right up. We make this one in-house. It's not too strong. Enjoy.
Chef Mao, I'll take a grilled tigerfish over here.
Coming right up. Ah, if I knew we'd be this busy, I wouldn't have approved Shenhe's vacation.
At the end of the day, what happens to you is of little consequence to me. I'm not here to try and win you over. Trust me or not, the choice is yours.
I guess, yeah, we only know her as another descender. We don't know her as really anything else besides someone who throws child for fun.
If you want my help, now's the time to speak up. You have until I finish my drink.
What do you know about this situation?
I was investigating an abyssal disturbance in the area and happened to notice you. Part of your soul is damaged, and the wound bears traces of abyssal corrosion. Need I say more?
Neither of those things sound good.
SKIRK seems to know something. And given what I've seen of her strength, I bet you can tell me what happened to me. She's not a descender? Oh, wait. Isn't there something more special about her? Though, like, she's not... Maybe I guess I don't remember her origin that well. I don't know what her goal is, but in this moment at least, I don't think she has bad intentions.
Well, should we trust her?
What do you think, Paimon?
She mentioned an abyssal disturbance. Maybe that has something to do with what's going on with you. But we could always find a different expert on the abyss to help us out.
Not on short notice.
Yeah, and that thing she said about your soul being damaged is scaring, Paimon. Definitely something we should fix sooner rather than later.
Her master opened the border and let her in. Okay.
SKIRK's an interesting one, that's for sure. But from what Child's told us, she doesn't seem evil, at least.
1, 2, 7, 10. That'll do. Well, have you made up your mind?
What I saw was a dark space shrouded in a dense fog that wouldn't disperse.
He talks! Love it when he talks. Never get sick of it. You give SKIRK a brief description of your dream.
So that's all we know, Miss SKIRK. Ma'am, can you help us?
So, you couldn't disperse the fog. I understand. Come find me in the Guili Plains when you're done here. Oh, and I left cash for the drink on the table. Settle the bill for me, will you?
Oh, okay. Huh? She disappeared!
She legit just walked off. Paimon, she didn't disappear.
Wait, hold on. You overpaid. Here's your change.
Oh, no. This includes the drink, so it should be the right amount.
I didn't think you two ordered a drink.
We didn't. It was that lady who came and sat with us, remember? You brought it out to her yourself.
You sure? I could have sworn there were only 2 of you at that table.
Huh?
What?
What'd you put in their dish, Chef Mao? Some kind of hallucinogenic mushroom? You got them seeing things.
Seeing things? Wait, so neither of you noticed her? Young lady? About this tall? Wearing a purple dress? She ordered a glass of wine!
Oh, now you mention it, that vaguely rings a bell. And it looks like I did open the wine jar, so it must have just slipped my mind. In any case, that settles your bill. Come again soon.
I mean, otherwise, I would just say take the free extra money.
Coming!
Okay, what was going on there? It's like they didn't remember SKIRK being there at all. Even Paimon was half convinced we hallucinated the whole thing. But that Mora she left for us was definitely real. Oh, this whole situation is giving Paimon the creeps. But anyway, she told us to head to the Gwaili Plains, right? Let's not keep her waiting.
While I was letting the dialogue go, I was actually trying to look on, like, the Genshin wiki for if it says anything really more about her, and surprisingly it doesn't. I thought we knew a little bit more about her. I don't know, I guess I really thought she was one of the Descenders, but, no. Wiki says, like, she was a disciple of Zergalogi, which is one of the sinners that I don't think we actually have an image for yet. Yeah, I guess I just totally forget her. I think I was so stunned by her design.
Whoa, what are all these Rift Hounds doing here? Huh, looks like they're collecting something. Let's go check it out.
Ooh, did we get to trial her? Nope, not yet.
Leave it to me, Kane! Witness my rise. Laid bare.
So, this is what they were collecting. It looks kinda like...
God remains?
Yeah. What is going on here?
Are we gonna see Zhao?
From the moment they are born, all beings with great power have an impact on this world. Even if their body is sundered and their soul extinguished, their influence remains. Gods are the most common example of that. The remnants of gods who fell thousands of years ago remain buried deep within the earth, carrying within them a warped will and a dark curse. Together, these remnants form what you call God remains. And it appears that some of those sealed here were dug up and removed. There are traces left, but they're fading fast. What are you doing?
What is she doing?
Nothing! Just wanted to make sure you were, real?
Oh, she's poking her. Okay.
She's definitely not a ghost traveler. Paimon poked her, and she's solid.
After you left the restaurant, the other diners acted like you were never there.
Your life hangs in the balance, and that's what you're fixated on? Strange set of priorities. It was just a trick to avoid being perceived. If someone notices me, those memories are erased. Simple as that. Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it. Now, can we please get back on track?
Okay.
Okay. Where were we? Right. The God remains. So, basically, there's now less of them here than there used to be, right? Isn't that a good thing? In our experience, God remains are 100% bad news. A lot of terrible things have happened because of them.
Yeah, but that means somebody took them, Paimon. We have to go find who took them.
Maybe it's a good thing by human standards, but power doesn't come from nothing, and it doesn't just disappear for no reason. The remains aren't just gone. They were taken.
Like, part of my soul was taken?
Very clever, Traveler. You aren't the only one who had something taken from you. There are victims like you everywhere. The only difference being, you can speak, and the remains cannot. So it went unnoticed. Something similar happened in Sumeru. Within the span of one night, countless consecrated beasts were slaughtered, and a large amount of the god remains buried in the desert went missing.
Damn.
Of course, god remains are just one of the targets. The culprit is chipping away at sources of power all over this world, including the Stella Fortuna above.
Wait, you mean the stars?
Mm-hmm. 42 of them have died out in the past few months alone. In Conria, people believed that powerful individuals have corresponding Stella Fortuna. Even should that individual fall, their Stella Fortuna would not disappear, but gradually evolve into a new constellation. Yet now, stars are disappearing from the skies entirely, and it's not hard to deduce what's happening to the power they contain. Something has been leeching power from this world like a parasite steals nutrients from a host. And now, it's no longer satisfied with the remains of the dead. It wants you. This time, it only took a fragment of your soul. But next time, there's no telling how far it could go.
But why me?
No one knows. All I know for certain is this. Getting back what you lost will not be easy. Considering how much power this entity has stolen, it must be a god-level being by now at least. But that's not the real concern. Souls are fragile things, and yours could easily be crushed if you go up against it.
So you're gonna help us, right?
We're going to help each other. You are my ticket to uncovering this thing's true identity.
Well, great! You seem super strong, and you know a lot about the Abyss, so Paimon will take it.
Thank you.
Don't get all mushy on me. All I'm doing is helping you get back to normal after a sudden crisis. And I should warn you, getting mixed up with me can have unforeseen consequences. We're on very different journeys. You don't want to be in my debt, trust me. You help me uncover the truth behind this entity, and I'll help you recover what you lost. This is a transaction, that's all. You would do well to remember that. Now, come along.
Yeesh! You'd think she'd be a little friendlier since she's agreed to help us. But nope, she's just like when we met her in the Primordial Sea. So cold.
She's just a duty-only kind of person. She's got a mission, that's all she's doing.
Well, whatever. If that's how it's gonna be, then she doesn't deserve our friendship. What she does deserve is a super embarrassing nickname.
I bet it's gonna be lame. She has cool portals, though.
Ah! Paimon's got it! Frosty the Lavender Melon! Serves that ice queen right!
It's a little too long to be a nickname. Come on, you know nicknames are supposed to be shorter. Or semi-short compared to their normal names, right?
Anyway, the important thing is that we get that piece of your soul back. So, let's follow her and see what sort of plan she's got.
Go through the big portal. Oh, it's like actually physically here too. Oh, that's cool. I was kind of expecting it to be like we can just walk through it and you don't see it on the other side. Oh, this looks cool.
This place is way bigger than Paimon expected. Where are we?
This is where I live. I suppose it's the closest thing I have to a home here.
It seems more like somewhere in the Abyss.
It is. I brought you here because time flows differently in this place. I don't know how much Ajax has told you, but when he fell into this space, I mentored him for 3 months. In that time, only 3 days passed in the outside world.
I forgot another one of Child's name is Ajax. Because I was so immediately confused. I forgot about that part. Doesn't he have like 3 different names? Tartaglia, Ajax, and then Child? A man of many names.
Ajax? Oh, right! That's Child's real name! Yeah, Paimon remembers him mentioning something like that.
Paimon and me, for real.
So, a month here is equivalent to 1 day in the outside world? That should mean we're safe from that power-hungry soul snatcher for now, right?
Yes, well, I didn't bring you here just to show you around. In the outside world, the Traveler could be attacked at any moment. But coming here has bought us quite a bit of time. Now, we just need to figure out how to investigate that place you saw. The one full of fog. Both your description and the abyssal disturbance I felt point to that space having some connection to the abyss. It could even be a domain similar to this one. The thief who stole that fragment of your soul is hiding there. But the abyss is a chaotic and turbulent place. If we want to pinpoint their location, we need to see what that space looks like without the fog. Abyssal power can grant a special form of sight. Have you ever wielded abyssal power before?
No, not that I'm aware of. Yeah, I think Travel only really just takes abyssal power out. We haven't really used it.
Okay. Do you plan to learn?
For now, no, I'm kind of at odds with the abyss.
That tracks. All the information you have suggests the abyss is something sinister, and that abyssal power is a wild and dangerous force that always spells disaster.
And you're saying that's not true?
Depends on your perspective. Floods and hurricanes take countless lives too. But if one day you gain the power to control them, what was once a calamity is now just another tool in your arsenal.
I guess that's also how Arlecchino would consider it too.
I'll respect your opinion though. Just means we have to turn to the second best option.
What's this?
A little abyss crystal that contains my power. Wear it on your head, and we'll be able to perform dream mirroring when we fall asleep.
Oh, it almost looks... Nah, it doesn't really look actually like the... I was gonna say, oh, it looks like the Akasha, and it's like, no, it's just because it's a kind of probably earpiece, headpiece. Best feature of the Wonderland? I haven't actually even begun to use that. Only because a lot of the gacha kind of sucks from what I've heard. And the excitement for it really died. Yeah, I have never entered the Wonderland feature. Just because of all the options in the gacha is just so... You gotta pay to really get the good stuff, and I'm not doing that. I will pay for cosmetics for skins for characters I actually use, but that is it. And I've done that once. But the only good thing that I've seen come out of it is that newer NPCs are like using assets from there, like in the newest event, with Millie, I believe. At least someone pointed out that I saw. She's kind of has a similar style to the newer NPCs like that. So that's the only good thing I've seen come out of it.
Dream mirroring?
It means experiencing whatever the other person is dreaming. Everything they see, think, and feel. Since you haven't studied the art of using abyssal power, and have no plans to jump in the deep end right now, I'll have to do the investigating for you. With dream mirroring, every time you slip into a deep sleep, I'll see with my own eyes whatever scene plays out in your mind. Then, I can guide you through the dream environment, and we'll take back what was stolen from you.
Interesting.
Huh. You make it sound so simple.
So all I need to do is wait? Is there anything you need me to do?
Tough to say. This is an unprecedented situation for both of us. Even assuming we do manage to find where this entity is hiding. Like I said, Getting your soul fragment back won't be easy. To play it safe, I need to give you some special training first.
Wait, you're gonna teach him some of your martial arts? Does that mean the next time we see Child, we have to treat him like our senior?
If we see him again.
Do as you want. For my part, I don't see you as my disciples.
Yeah, I think this is more just a little bit so we can do our business and go on our way.
You're already a pretty good fighter. All I'm planning to do is build on your current skills and train you for the specific scenarios that I think we might face. But that's enough talk. If you're ready to do this, then come with me. Time might be more lenient here, but that's no excuse to waste it.
Oh, she moves fast. Paimon can hardly keep up with her. So, special training, huh? Kind of a rare opportunity. With your skills, there's not a lot of people qualified to train you.
I guess not, but Paimon, she really doesn't move fast. She's just walking at a normal pace.
Last time something like this happened was probably anti-Raiden Shogun training, right? Oh, feels like a lifetime ago. SKIRK seems pretty strong too, though. Remember how she said that the all-devouring narwhal was just her master's pet? Maybe we really will learn something here.
Time to hop right in. Right, first round.
Ready?
As ready as I think we'll be.
Bring it on!
Your training will be split into 3 stages. Testing your blade work, elemental abilities, and reasoning skills.
Well, we have to do puzzles.
We'll start with blade work. You're no rookie in this area, so I won't bore you with the basics. During your long journey, you've no doubt sparred with a lot of talented sword fighters. Consciously or not, you'll have picked up all kinds of techniques from them.
You bet! There's Kaya, Master Jean, Kuching... Oh, and Kazuha, Ayaka... Yeah, we've met sword masters like you in every nation we've been through. You sparred with a bunch of them too, right? Nice to know it's all gonna come in handy now.
Don't get too smug. In sword fighting, techniques alone are not enough. You need a cohesive system to bring it all together. A style or school of fighting. To use the human body as an analogy, your style is your skeleton, the foundation, the framework. Techniques are the muscles and other flesh attached to the bones. This is where your strength comes from. Improving your sword fighting is like growing that body. If your frame got bigger and taller, but you didn't add any muscle mass, you'd be weak and flimsy. Then again, if you packed on pounds of flesh without a big enough frame to support it, you'd end up bloated and unwieldy.
Understood. So what's the next step?
You need to do some introspection. Take a good, hard look at your past experiences and figure out which parts of what you've learned are just techniques, and which parts can be used to form your own system of blade work. Only then will you get the full utility out of all your thoughts and observations along the way. Only then will every strike you deliver make perfect sense.
Wait, is that it? Paimon thought you were gonna teach him some cool new moves. Like when you went swoosh and opened a tunnel to another place.
Yeah, no, that's part of her power. That's not something we can do, Paimon. Otherwise, we would skip around the story so much faster.
One day, you'll reach a new level of power where you realize that even that's as basic a trick as any other. But right now, our sword styles are so wildly different that teaching you mere techniques is pointless. There are no shortcuts in the pursuit of power. Failure is your best teacher, and rigor is your coursework. That's all I have to say. Time to make a start. Train until you're satisfied with yourself. Now focus. Destroy the crystal columns as swiftly as you can.
Oh, it's just all that? Okay. thinks we haven't done this like a million times. I'm just walking everything. Oh my god, I haven't played Traveler in so long. Man, he has an actually pretty decent range. Oh, yeah, I'm like out of sprint. Come on, come on. There we go.
Stay calm. Use your head. You have to keep it together.
I did used to use Animo Traveler. There's 2 more. Oh, shit. Not the best, but it was alright. Amazing. This is transforming my whole view of sword work. I'm using the same technique as ever, but now they're having different effects. It's if it's I've unlocked a hidden door in my mind, and there's a wellspring of strength on the other side. In my mind's eye, I'm seeing images of my friends I've made in Tevat. Theirs are sword styles and techniques I have come to know.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Cut to the chase.
Consider a moment of true mastery that you've witnessed in another person, and ask yourself, what lies beneath the surface? What's their guiding philosophy? What's their state of mind as they maneuver their weapon? Now take that and practice it right away with speed, skill, and strength, over and over, until your hand is one with your mind.
Step on up. Dance with the waves.
Oh, Kazuha doesn't speak. My sword style, my journey. Also, I totally forgot Nilu's a sword user. Oh. We're training for so long.
If you start to tire, empty your mind, but do not stop. Stay in that frame of mind as you keep up the fight. Get rid of all redundant movements. Imagine your sword is an extension of your own body. Wield it just as you wield your arms, hands, and fingers.
'Twas on a deserted, moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair. Rain Cutter! Feathers fleeting wet, the white heron treads water, a sight without flaw. Master of Inazuma Kamisato art Tachijutsu.
With each slash of my blade, I feel my strength increasing. I don't know if my weapon can contain all this power. Yes, it can, Aether. I'm in the zone. Limitless power is surging through me. You slash and swipe till you're exhausted, every ounce of energy.
Huh. Looks like you've made some real progress. That concludes your training session.
Awesome! Paimon knew you could do it!
Well, that's finally over.
How do you feel?
Exhausted. I'm fighting to keep my eyes open.
As you should be. Time flies when you're training hard. You've actually been going for several days now with no rest.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Paimon's had a whole bunch of naps. But you were so focused, she didn't want to interrupt you.
Go get some sleep. I'll be doing the same very soon. Let's hope you see that foggy place in your dream, so I can get this investigation over and done with.
Alright, time to sleep. Aw, nice little camp. Paimon's already out once again. Doesn't matter how many naps she has. She's just the EPS soldier. I'm just getting blinded right now. That's all that's happening. Back in Dreamland. What is this place? Have I been pulled back into that place again? But SKIRK said the dream mirroring would kick in when I fall asleep. So why am I back here? No, on closer inspection, this isn't the same dream as last time. It's dark and gloomy, but there isn't a chilling fog that makes my hair stand on end. Hold on. If dream mirroring is a two-way process, maybe I'm seeing inside her mind while she's exploring mine. If this is her inner world, pretty bleak. I can occasionally make out a sound of a flowing stream, but other than that, it's so empty. What's this little guy? What's that? What a strange-looking creature. Where'd it come from? I think it wants me to follow it. Might as well see where it leads. Alright, little bud. So colorful.
SKIRK, why are you skipping classes again? We've talked about this.
'Cause he's a crabby old man, and he's a boring old man. I don't like going to his classes.
Excuse me. You shouldn't talk about your teacher like that. It's very disrespectful.
All right, let's not get into a big fight about this. SKIRK's learned what she needs. There's no point forcing her to sit through more classes if she doesn't want to be there. But I'd still love to hear about what you got up to yesterday. Why don't you tell your dad all about it?
I went diving, and I saw this huge fish. I never knew they could get that big. It looked kind of dumb, though, with that stupid big fat head. I tried to shake its fin, but it just spat water at me. Oh, and today, I'm gonna go to that prairie up north. There's supposed to be this giant bird there that can spit fire. I bet if I climbed on its back, it could fly me all the way to the stars.
Then I suppose your old dad should get one as a pet too. Otherwise, how are you gonna hear me call you for dinner up there in the stars?
When it's time to eat, I'll come back on my own, Zilly. Anyway, gotta go. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
Wait! Put on a coat at least. You'll catch a cold. I'm talking to you, young lady. You spoil that child, you know. Ever since that merchant ship arrived, she practically lives outside. Always going on about exploring the beyond one day, whatever that means.
I mean, wouldn't you want your child to be a little more outside? I don't think it's totally a bad thing.
Ah, let the kid do what makes her happy. Besides, we both know you're all bark and no bite. Come on, our little adventurer's gonna be hungry when she gets back. let's get started on dinner.
So I guess we're more or less going through memories. I'm out. The weather's wonderful today. Oh, another memory.
The stars shimmer high above. But what lies beyond the stars? Mountains as far as the eye can see? An endless snowy plain? Or maybe buildings taller than the sky, like the people from the merchant ship said? I can't be the only one asking these questions. The universe is fascinating. If only I could meet some other people like me. We could set sail together and explore every corner of the world. I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there, and I'm ready to see them all. But for now, I'm starving. Better get back.
I hope coming back is a normal memory and nothing tragic at all. Huh? What's over there? What is over there? I see nothing. Something's going on? Uh-oh. This can't be.
Don't let a single one of them get away!
No, please, spare the children! Stay back!
They're coming!
Run! Help!
Eliminate the threat.
Take them down.
Don't be scared. Help!
This way!
We'll never make it! Fire. There's fire everywhere. What happened?
I told you we shouldn't have trusted these outsiders!
Why are you doing this? What did we do to deserve this? We welcomed you with our finest food and drink. Showed you the best our home has to offer. Gifted you cloth dyed by our own hands. And this is how you treat us?
Run! Save yourselves!
Captain, Zone 3 is clear and we have Zone 2 surrounded.
Begin extermination. Remember the orders from upper command. No one is to be left alive.
I can't tell if I recognize any of these voices or if we're supposed to. Oh no, I just got a text that my cat might be missing. Is he in the upstairs hallway? Maybe? Let me check. I might have to go check where my damn cat is.
Rest assured, sir. We have enough munitions to annihilate these savages and burn their entire civilization to the ground.
Good. The only ones who put up a real fight are that man and his wife, correct? What's their status?
Hold up. There's a treat bag on a black bookshelf. Try taking that. Otherwise, if that doesn't work, I'm more worried because there's a door that leads to the outside and it has a doggy door, and I really don't want him figuring out how to frickin' use that thing. Very worried about him learning how to use that. He's not a dumb cat. But I don't know if he'd exactly come back. So, I really don't want to test that.
We shot the man in the ankles and the wife broke her wrist attempting to fight back. They won't be doing much more fighting. They're holed up in their home for now, but they won't last long. To prevent them from making some kind of last stand, we're planning to clear out the other zones first so we can send a bigger squadron to surround them.
Well, well. Turns out some of these beasts do know how to use their claws. Now the threat these savages pose will be undeniable.
Okay, I won't have to go find him. He's chilling in a cat tower out in the hallway that just nobody ever checks. So okay, we're good. We're good to continue. I haven't gotten up yet anyway, but he's sleeping. It's because I kind of kicked him out of my room. So I expected him to be sleeping somewhere.
Let them cling to what's left of their lives for a little longer. Once the other zones are cleared, I'll cut off their heads myself.
It smells like something's burning. What's going on?
Dad? Mom? SKIRK, you're all right? Thank heavens.
I'm so happy to see you, sweet girl. But you need to go. It isn't safe here. They'll be back any second.
What happened? You're bleeding a lot. Dad? Mom?
This is the place. Alert all units. Prepare to surround.
Run, SKIRK! Run as far away as you can. Don't trust anyone. Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive. My clever girl, so curious. You're already so brave. I know you're going to grow up to be such a positive light in this world.
Whenever you miss us, just play this song. Remember, life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Break down the door! Look what we have here. A savage that can pluck a tune. Well, the show's over. You! Stop singing! Shut it! I said shut it or I'll make you! Fine. Have it your way!
What was that? Such a somber tune. Everybody's gotta have a tragic backstory. Damn. Poor girl. She was probably a little kid too.
Oh, you're awake? I found a few clues while you were asleep, but it's only a start. Now, time for the second stage of your training. This time, the focus is elemental energy. Come find me when you're ready to begin.
Man, staying in the abyss feels so surreal, don't you think? No day and no night. It's like time hardly exists. If we weren't careful to keep track, it feels like we'd have no idea how long we've even been here.
I know it's not the first time we've been in the abyss, but it's been quite some time that I kind of forgot it's a place and not just only a force. Like a force of evil. A place too.
Well, except for the fact that Paimon still gets hungry like clockwork. You go do your training. Paimon's gonna grab a bite.
I'm ready to start.
The way I see it, the pursuit of power is divided into 3 stages. The first is mastering the use of standard weapons. Next is learning how to harness natural energy. And after that, you're free to challenge even higher dimensions. The natural energy of Teyvat is, of course, elemental energy. But that's not my area of expertise. I draw from a different source of power.
A different source of power? That must mean...
Abyssal power, yes. Also known as the power of the Void Realm. My master, Sertologi, is a true expert in that area. After all, he was one of the group of 5 that infamously stole the all-encompassing power of the Abyss. An act for which the people of Conria gave them the epithet, the 5 Sinners. The elemental energy of Tivad, on the other hand, is derived from the power of the Light Realm. These 2 forms of energy exist in direct opposition to each other. Suffice to say, there's not much I can teach you this time.
But there's something familiar about the power you use. It almost seems related to cryo in some way.
A keen observation, traveler. Call it respecting local norms. The Abyss stands in direct conflict with the will of this world. So, to make my life easier, I disguise my power to make it appear cryo-like in nature. It's a technique I learned from some Conrian ruins, known as the 7 Shifting Serpent. If you ever change your mind about delving into abyssal power, I can teach it to you.
Abyssal power doesn't suit me. I have the ability to purify abyssal power. Yeah, sure, we could learn it, we'd instantly nullify it.
So I've heard. You seem to have a knack for removing abyssal power.
I'm just surprised, like, where does it go then? I would almost think we could reflect it back, maybe. Like, we chew it up like a source, but we seem to just clean it off like we're wiping down a window or something.
But is purification really what's going on there? Like I said, power does not simply disappear.
What are you trying to say?
Just thinking out loud. Let's focus on your elemental training. That's what's gonna help us if the situation gets tricky. True growth comes from adversity, but only if you make the choice to pick yourself up again every time you fall. So, it's time to push yourself to the limit, and then keep pushing. This is the only way to advance at pace. Use the power of Animo to clear the field as fast as you can.
Windblade!
Observe your surroundings. Look for things you can use to tilt the scales of success in your favor.
Windblade!
Come on. That one was a lot quicker.
Use the power of Hydro to destroy the spikes. Faster! Don't give them a chance to strike you. You need to be quicker than you were in your dream. You can't afford another injury like that.
Go! Water jet! Go! Go! Water jet!
I've never actually used Hydro Traveler. Along my journey, I've gained different elemental abilities. Why are you talking so fast? But I've never trained with them all at once like this.
You need to understand what makes you special. The ability to wield elemental energy without a vision and switch between the elements at will. It means your aspirations need no approval from the gods. Your power is not bound by the rules of this world, so be bold. Do not be afraid to chart your own path.
Graceful as of wind, tough as stone, nimble as lightning, flourishing like foliage. I can feel the power of this world's elemental flowing through me. Sometimes as peaceful as a flowing stream, others as surging as a raging river. I'm like trying to read it fast because it's just auto-doing this. If I close my eyes, I can hear their voices, but it's not like some wild beast battling me for domination. It's more like saying a hello to an old friend.
Very good. It seems you've reached a deeper level of connection with the elements.
How long has it been this time? I'm exhausted. It doesn't look nearly as bad as last time.
Long enough for you to lose yourself in your training, which is a good sign. Relentless practice with the elements has drained all your strength, but it's also what allowed you to make progress. Get some rest. When you wake up, we'll proceed to the final stage of your training.
I give you a hug before we go because I'm sure we're gonna see more tragedy. Before I go eat dinner tonight, I have it on my damn list and I've been meaning to do it for a week. I need to do mic ducking. I legit cannot talk whenever he's doing anything or anybody's talking just because I know nobody's gonna hear me. Or it's gonna sound like shit. The only reason I haven't done that is because I haven't fully messed with my mic to keep the controller sound out of it. Because you can hear my controller and keyboard without me trying super hard. Which is not on purpose. I have it jotted down now, so I better remember to do it this time. It needs to be done. The year 2026 is getting stuff done that I've been meaning to do and not letting it sit for a week or two. This place again. Hello, little bud. Did you bring me here? Who are you? No response. A strange creature just floated away. What is that thing? What is it doing in SKIRK's inner world? And where is it taking me this time?
What is the secret to power? Longing, hatred, self-preservation. No, it is fear.
I'm very curious how they met.
The fear of losing those you love. The fear of watching your home burn. Fear of loneliness. Fear of death. Fear is the source of evolution. It forces humanity to adapt to their environment and overcome hardship. It is in the process of prevailing over our fears that we surpassed first ourselves and then the rest of the world. That fear is now part of you. It calls on you to evolve. And it is time to answer.
Ow. Hurts. Then she's calling out for her parents.
Any minute spent missing home is a minute wasted. Practice your sword work instead. Do not make me tell you twice.
But, Master, I can barely lift the sword anymore. If I keep going, I feel like my wrist is going to break.
So it has not broken yet. Then pick up your sword and keep practicing until it breaks. I want to hear the cracking and splintering of bone.
Damn, dude.
After all, bones can always be reset.
I can't breathe. Everything's gone black. Damn, dude, she's just a kid. I mean, I get it. He probably doesn't exactly get that, but damn, dude.
Good SKIRK. Once again, you survived. How do you feel?
Cold. In pain.
These are signs that you are adapting to the abyss. Each time the flesh is torn and the spirit crushed, each time you claw back from the brink of death, you become stronger. I now understand why these people sought to destroy your homeland. Your potential goes beyond even what I could have anticipated.
Now, with this kind of childhood, I would understand why her personality is the way it is.
But you still have much to learn in your pursuit of strength. Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion, crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form. Get up, SKIRK. Wipe the blood off your face. Cut away the rotten parts of your flesh. And mend what is broken. Then take up your sword.
Yes, Master.
Dream is over, but I can't get that suffocating, oppressive feeling out of my head. I have so many questions about SKIRK's past. Where does she come from? And what has she been through?
You're up! Hopefully you got some good rest.
Sure.
SKIRK said to tell you that she's ready to start the final stage of your training whenever you are. So, want to head over now? Or did you want to wait a little?
I really want answers, but right now it's vital that I complete my training. Once that's done, I'll find a chance to talk to her. And I mean, I think SKIRK wants to get everything done as soon as possible too, so might as well make it snappy. What is this training round again?
From your training so far, you have gained better command of the sword, and more control over your elemental abilities.
Thank you. It's all thanks to your guidance.
That's only part of it. Experience is the real teacher. Your journey, the friends you have made, the dangers you have faced. These have taught you more than I ever could. Now, it's time to focus on how you react under pressure. You must be able to think rationally, even in unpredictable combat situations. To simulate this, I'm going to attack, and you're going to block. Ready?
As ready as we're gonna be. Yes, give me your worst.
Not bad. That defensive stance looks near unbreakable, just like your sister. Oh, that reminds me. You still don't know what happened to her, do you?
Oh, I guess you would kind of know, huh? 'Cause Abyss Order. Oh, she's playing mind tricks, goddammit.
Hey, no fair! That's cheating!
That's not cheating, Paimon. It's just someone being smarter than using their weapon. Yeah, she did say stimuli and basically puzzle work. Should have known mind puzzle was part of that too.
You think every opponent has the same moral code as you? You can denounce their deplorable methods all you want, but only if you live to tell the tale. The dead don't get to complain. Strong emotions will always arise in combat. Anxiety, anger, fear. But a true warrior is never at their whim. Only when you are free from the influence of emotion can you make the right choice, no matter the situation.
Are you describing yourself?
How amusing. Almost sounds like you think you know me.
Does she not know that we're seeing her memories?
But you don't. You can choose your own path. We are not the same. Let's begin. Try to use reason over emotion. Make the most rational and advantageous decision in any given moment. This is your final training session. Look alive. Same drill as before, but this time I'm going to interfere. Hold your focus.
Water jet! Go!
Come on. Stupid aim.
Water jet!
Ah, shoot. Did not see that. Also, did not mean to touch the barrier. Whoops. There we go. We'll just do simple cuts there. I didn't actually mean to sneak that one in.
Water jet!
Oh, is my aim that shit? I didn't say no. I don't try to swear that much, but I have been doing that a little much today.
Go!
Oh, shoot, I didn't.
Not bad. Better than I expected.
I could have done that a little better. It's not easy to control my emotions. The battle is overwhelming, but if I can just focus on all my attention on what my opponent is doing and how I should respond, it's almost like my emotions take a backseat.
You're getting the hang of it. The first step to controlling your emotions is controlling your mind. You want a unified train of thought. It all comes down to focus.
Focus. Focus on the battle. I think it's working. I can choose to tune out anything that isn't relevant to the battle, but I think it's pretty far from the full control over my emotions.
Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
SKIRK went through this kind of training too, didn't she? How merciless does the training have to be to make someone substitute all emotion for pure reason?
Stop. Let's pause here. One look, and I can tell your mind has wandered. That's to be expected. There's a limit to how long a human being can concentrate on one thing. Staying calm and focused sounds simple in theory, but in practice, it's more demanding than sword work or elemental abilities.
SKIRK is right. Now that I've stopped, all the emotions I was suppressing are rushing back to the surface. Pain, exhaustion, frustration, doubt. But exhaustion is the main one. I feel like I could fall asleep on the spot.
Get some rest. No point training further if you're already dead on your feet. Like I said at the beginning, the only goal of this training is for you to reach a point that you're satisfied with. You managed to push past your limits, which is a good start. You can be proud of that and sleep well knowing that you've earned it.
And another dip in the dreamland we go. Looks like I'm back in SKIRK's inner world. I don't see that strange creature this time. But I think I can navigate this space on my own, even if it weren't here to guide me. I don't know how to leave, so I'm stuck here until I wake up. Can't hurt to take a look around while I wait.
SKIRK is amazing. She faced down that terrifying giant and cut its head clean off.
Oh, she got hurt though, didn't she? I heard it was pretty bad.
Yeah, well, that's a given. But the moment she was on the mend, she got right back to practicing her sword work. I heard Master suffered a grave injury once too. Lost an arm and a leg and still came back stronger than ever. SKIRK's becoming more like him by the day.
Incredible. I wonder if I'll ever reach their level. They're always so resolute, so unshakable.
Pathetic. You're not even trying. You're so much weaker than you think.
SKIRK, have you become a positive light in this world? Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
I have so many questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship, explore the whole universe, and get answers from the stars. I just need to wait till I'm grown up. Then I can do anything.
Now, you must bid farewell to who you were in the past and become someone stronger.
Run, SKIRK, run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
It went from a scene of her training to a little reset?
Let's see here. First things first, you need a new identity.
She met Alice? Honestly, I guess Alice has met almost frickin' anybody in the world, huh?
Going around telling people you're from somewhere beyond the stars won't do, now will it? How about saying, you hail from beneath the earth instead? As the Conrian saying goes, venturing out into the universe and down into the abyss are the same in that both are braving the dark unknown.
Well, I'm a visitor on this planet, so I'll follow the rules.
Ah, splendid. That saves me quite a bit of trouble. Let me offer you a piece of advice in return, although it might not be what you want to hear. I know the pursuit of strength is important to you, but taking a moment for yourself every once in a while is never a bad idea. Ignore her existence for too long, and there will come a day when you can no longer hear her voice.
Saw her try not to absolutely met Dainsleif. Well, yeah, especially if she met any of the 5 sinners, I feel like she'd meet Dainsleif. I always forget how much Alice just meets almost like everybody. Like, she's not one of the heavenly principles, she's not one of the shades, but she's almost up on that level of higher power. I'm not sure if they're gonna make her playable. I've seen that she might actually not be playable. Nicole might, but not Alice. I'm not too sure if that's true or speculation just on promo images. And which is just one, so you know, it could be later that we get her if we do. Dream is over. I can hear crackling of a fire in the distance and there's a fragrant aroma in the air. Grilled meat. She's just chilling there. Guess she was just waiting for us to wake up.
You're awake! You must be starving, right? Ta-da! A barbecue feast just for you!
Yeah, I'm starving.
Of course you are! That's why Skirk and Paimon got this all ready for you. Dig in! Before it gets cold.
You two? So you're best friends now? Miss Colin's confirmed to be playable. Okay. I did think I saw that in an image, and like Barca's confirmed to be playable. There's gonna be like 2 more that I don't think we know yet. Then there was somebody else in another promo image, and I forget who that is. It might be someone we actually are already getting, like, next banner anyways. I do really want the new 4-star. I don't know what he does, but I just really want some more Nod Cry, but not Moonwheel characters. Unless he actually gets a Moonwheel instead of a Vision, but I don't think that's how they're doing it for the 4 stars of Nod Cry. I'm very interested to see how Nicole's gonna play, though. That will be interesting. But she'll probably come out... I want to feel like she'll come out after Archon quests are done. We'll have to see how that timeline goes.
Ah, well, if you're around someone long enough, it's bound to happen. Plus, Skirk can cook. So, Paimon decided she can forget the whole Ice Queen thing. Paimon's not one to hold a grudge.
Here's an idea. Let's save the chit-chat until after the meal.
You all dig in and make quick work of the food.
Ugh, so full. Okay, it's Paimon's turn to sleep now. Wake her up when it's time to go.
I guess this is our chance.
I have good news. First, your training is complete. You have what it takes to wield immense power. Now it's just a matter of putting it into practice. Continue to learn from your journey and hone your skills against formidable opponents. Second, I've located the culprit we've been searching for. Next, we just need to retrieve the missing part of your soul, and our business will be concluded.
Thank you. That was a lot faster than I expected.
When Ajax trained with me, he once told me he was bursting with questions. So I allowed him to ask me 3 of them before he left. You and I may never meet again, Traveler. So if there's anything you want to ask me, now's your opportunity. Just like Ajax, I'll answer 3 of your questions.
After spending time in SKIRK's inner world and witnessing her memories, there's so many questions I could ask. But the most important one is...
Are you... really from Teyvat?
Okay, not the angle I was expecting. What makes you ask that?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier, but while we were dream mirroring, I think I saw your memories.
Oh, she didn't know we were doing... I thought she might have, like, kind of, like, known that was gonna happen. And that we're not seeing her dream if she isn't really dreaming. I guess she didn't expect that. This is the first time I've seen SKIRK break her composure. I guess this really took her by surprise.
I knew that was a possible side effect. Closed off my mind to you for that exact reason. Even with the dream mirroring, you should have seen nothing but endless darkness.
So SKIRK didn't want to share those memories with me on purpose. And in fact, she tried her best to keep them from me. Wait, speaking of endless darkness, my first time there, that was all I saw until that strange creature appeared.
Whatever. Must have been a flaw in my execution. I shouldn't be too surprised. Due to some recent circumstances, my self-control has been lacking as of late. Since you've seen what you've seen, there's no reason to hide the truth. All I ask is that you keep it a secret. No, I'm not from Teyvat. I'm from a different planet. And there was a time when I journeyed through the stars. A lot like you in some ways.
But wouldn't that make her a descender because we're a descender too? Unless I don't understand what they mean when they say that, because I thought that's what Descenders mean, is they're not from Teyvat. And because I believe we're counted as one. But also when I Google anything about it, it's not telling me directly that she, well, actually, no, I didn't even freaking directly ask the damn question, so. Okay, now Google says she's considered a trespasser, not a descender. Okay, I didn't know we had different terms for this. That's it. That's the overview, though. The Google overview. Otherwise, I have to go right to Reddit, so, you know. But it's okay. She is not from Teyvat regardless.
Like me? Do you mean you're also a descender?
Okay, thank you, Aether, for thinking the exact same thing that I was thinking.
No, we're different in that respect. You're influencing the fate of this world. But me, I'm just passing through. Several hundred years ago, my master, Sertologi, opened the border between worlds and sent me here. But this is not my home. And one day, I'll return to the vast unknown of space. So, there you have it. On to your second question.
So that's why, if Google's right, that's why she would be considered a trespasser, because she's passing through. She doesn't actually really want to be a part of this. She is gonna end up going back. She's not staying. But okay, I didn't know there was a difference between Descender and her calling herself a trespasser. But okay, good to know. Now I understand why she's not a Descender.
What is your goal in coming here?
To become stronger. For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once walked. And somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose.
I never really thought about it. Are all 5 of the sinners still alive? I only say that because, you know, some of the Hexenzirkel are dead. Because some of them were human. I don't know. I've never really thought about that with the sinners, if all of them are still alive. Because, I mean, we know Daughter is. Oh. I think we know another one is. I don't know about all of them, though. We have 2 that we have very little information on. She's not considered as... Okay. So Descender, you're only considered one if you influence the fate of Teyvat. Okay.
Okay. You have one question remaining.
SKIRK's goal is to defeat the Foul. I can hear how serious this is from her. I wonder what those certain reasons could be. But given how quickly she blazed through that answer, I doubt she wants to talk about it. I have one question left. What should I ask?
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master SKIRK and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing.
Huh. Maybe I should take this opportunity to get Child some answers.
Well, your last question?
You know Child is looking for you, right? Are you going to let him see you?
Ajax, his situation is different than yours. Before you ever crossed paths with me, you'd already encountered many formidable people, studied their techniques, and developed your own skill set. So, during your training, all I had to do was build upon that foundation. But Ajax was so young when he came to me. A complete blank canvas. Children can't help but imitate their role models. In the long run, that would only hinder his growth. Once Ajax has enough strength in his own right, I will allow us to meet again. Until then, let that motivate him to reach his full potential.
That was a calm and calculated answer. It's like she was talking about something entirely mundane. I don't know why, but I'm not buying it. It makes it sound like the decision has everything to do with Child and nothing to do with her. What does she actually feel about it? The abyss is completely silent. This domain must get lonely after a while. Not to mention, she said it's been hundreds of years since she arrived in Teyvat, and even longer if you count how slowly time passes in here.
Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it.
We know 3 of the 5 sinners are still alive. Zergalogi, I probably said that a little wrong. Ryan and daughter, and Rayveer. Oh yeah, Rayveer. Shoot, I'm so sorry, I forgot him. We just freaking fought him, I forgot he's a sinner. I think all that leaves is Benevenir, and I probably said that slightly wrong as well. And then there's one more that we like have no information on besides the one quest talking about the sinners. And he's shown only with the chess piece. He's mentioned like nowhere else, and I do not remember his name for the life of me. I'm sure down the line we'll get to actually see all the sinners too. You know, I don't know if all of them are gonna get full models. I guess we'll just have to see. But, oops, yeah, I forgot about Rayveer being a sinner. It's like, I know he exists, I just sometimes forget he's a sinner. Okay, yeah. Root tier? Close enough. I doubt she'd give me a straight answer if I asked. Besides, I'd already used up my 3 questions. She was happy to give me cold, hard facts, but I still feel like I haven't heard her true voice. I think the only time we have ever heard SKIRK's true voice is, you know, when she's singing. But otherwise, she's had to deal with years of just shutting down herself.
Wake up your companion. It's time to go. Oh, and everything I just told you. Best keep it a secret from her as well.
She wouldn't understand it if we told her. Sorry, Paimon, but she doesn't always catch on to everything the best.
Time to go. Oh, finally. Where are we at?
Oh, to the chasm. I haven't been here in ages, and I still need to finish the exploration. I'm close to 100%.
Just follow me. I'll open an abyssal rift close to the culprit's location. It will take us to where he's hiding.
Wait, this is near the chasm, right?
There's a lot of abyssal stuff here.
Yes. If we enter from here, we'll be able to reach that place from your dream. You have some experience with abyssal domains by now, but still, this is someone else's territory. Best to proceed with caution.
Don't worry, Paimon's an expert at hiding behind other people for safety.
Yeah, sure you are.
Oh, but, that means you need to stay safe, traveler.
I will. Let's teach this thief a lesson.
All right. Remember your training. Time to put it to use.
I'm very curious to trial her out. I think I did do her trial, I know she plays a little more special. I just forget what.
Yeah!
Extinguished.
mine to wield.
Yeah, she has her outfits. Wait, was that a, like, tail? Oh, that's cool. And that explains why she's good on teens with the Escoffier. She's made EPS material.
All these spikes! Careful, don't get hit! You know what? Paimon's just gonna float behind you. Come on, you got this.
Hey, what are you two doing here? Dusty, like an abandoned house. Let's press on.
She's got some nice numbers, even if we're just using her trial.
Oh, looks like this is a dead end. Did we make it to his hiding place? Ugh, this fog is making it impossible to see anything!
This should be the place where you were attacked, Traveler. The missing part of your soul should be nearby. Can you sense where it is?
I close my eyes and focus on the light that came from my rune back then. Yes, I can sense something, and it's nearby, but I can't tell the exact location. Nothing exact, but I know it's nearby.
Our opponent must have covered his tracks just in case. Otherwise, you should have sensed it much more strongly.
Hold on! Look! The spikes are back!
Stay calm. Let's hold back a little. Give our enemy some wiggle room so we can see what we're dealing with. If you're too reckless, we might be playing right into his hands. Our enemy took part of your soul for a reason. It's likely he integrated it into his attack somehow. If we're smart about this, we can track it down.
Okay, well that was easy.
From the start, the attacks have been focused on me. Trying to break through my defenses? I see.
You alright? That thing was...
I'm guessing that's ours.
There. I got it back.
Traveler! SKIRK! What happened? It looked like SKIRK just got...
In the Gwali Plains, you asked me why this enemy chose you as his target. Now, the answer is clear. It's not just the fact that your strength is impressive. It's also because of your ability to, as you put it, purify abyssal power. Whatever that actually means. The fact is, that ability allowed him to do something that should have been completely impossible. Namely, break through my defenses and steal my power.
So you were his real target? He was after you from the very beginning?
No. He couldn't have known I'd come to his domain. He only stole your soul fragment because he knew the value of its power. I doubt he expected it to come in handy so soon. Call it fate if you want. I believe that's the term they use in this world for arbitrary coincidences like that. In any case, it works to our advantage. Once I realized what he was using that power for, it gave me the chance to get back what you lost.
But you...
I'll cope. Well, done gorging? Good. Time to answer some questions. How did you get the power of the all-devouring narwhal?
The all-devouring narwhal? Oh, of course! Paimon knew that spike thing looked familiar. It looks just like that narwhal's horn!
I highly doubt you acquired that power through your own strength. Tell me I'm wrong. You're desperate enough to scour the land for god remains and whatever vestiges of power you can find. That alone proves you wouldn't be able to defeat a creature like that. Which leaves one possibility. You know my master, the Foul, Sertologi.
The Foul? Who dares call him foul?
What's wrong? Bit off more power than you can chew? You're struggling to hold a basic conversation.
Just a little longer. I'm still...
Look! It's back!
Those obsessed with power will let it devour them before abandoning their pursuit.
What should we do now?
Keep calm and use reason to decide the best course of action.
SKIRK was stabbed by one of the spikes while retrieving a fragment of my soul. In the process, some of her power was stolen. The culprit is hiding somewhere beyond the fog. I have a good understanding of his attack pattern from the fight just now. We presume our chances of winning are high. But SKIRK's breathing is weaker than usual. If we attack now, I can't guarantee her or Paimon's safety. Hard decision to make, but I think we should get out of here.
Wise decision. Final victory doesn't always come after a single battle. You've got your soul fragment back, so we both got what we came for. Let the enemy draw breath while he can. It won't be for long. Get us out of here, Traveler. You'll need to lead the way this time.
And we bail.
SKIRK, is your shoulder gonna be okay?
The wound is minor. It'll heal in no time. You should focus on getting out of here.
Uh-oh!
Yeesh.
Falling spikes! Run!
Trying to run as fast as it'll let me.
Watch out! Looks like this place is about to collapse! So, this guy's power has something to do with the all-devouring narwhal. Did you know that all along, SKIRK?
I had my suspicions. That's why I decided to invest.
I was really running out of sprint there.
Phew. Oh, we should be safe here, right?
I no longer sense his presence. Can't have followed us out of that abyssal domain. Weaklings like him will find that my power is not so easily controlled. He won't be leaving that place until he's managed to digest it.
The all-devouring narwhal. With its power, he even managed to steal from you of all people.
You seem surprised. I suppose that's fair. You've seen but a fraction of what that whale is capable of. That gaping maw could swallow a planet whole. It's called the all-devouring narwhal for a reason. Devouring is what it does best. It can extract power from anything, dead or alive, as long as it manages to make physical contact.
Yeah. When we had our run-in with that thing, Neverlet mentioned that it has an instinct to devour.
Your dragon friend recognized the nature of its abilities and used the power of Hydro to protect you. That worked because it was in a satiated state. so it was somewhat less aggressive than usual. It's a different story when it has no more power to feed off of. That's when its true voracious nature kicks in. It could devour everything on the planet in that state, which is why I cast it into that void space. But I hadn't counted on there being anyone left on this planet capable of wielding its power. To me, that says he must have encountered the whale a long time ago. Meaning, he must have known my master.
Yeah, hearing you say the foul definitely got a reaction out of him.
Exactly. It told me everything I needed to know. Hence why I said we both got what we came for. And I believe that brings our transaction to an end. Now that you're whole again, you can get back to your own journey. I'll handle the rest of this situation myself.
No way! We can't leave now! Something was stolen from you because of us! We have to help you get it back!
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
But what if that monster finds you before you're all better? Plus, how are you gonna get home? It's not like you can just go swoosh and open a door to the abyss again. Not without your full strength. So, sticking with us for the time being doesn't sound so bad, does it?
It's not out of pity. You said I don't want to be in your debt. Well, I still am.
Fair enough. Then take this.
What is it?
A bag of Mora. Nothing in this world is free. I know that much. I'll leave the planning to you. Hurry up and decide where to go. We shouldn't linger.
We should take SKIRK somewhere she can rest. But where?
Boo Boo Pharmacy? Sure, I guess. It's at least a quiet place.
Paimon gets the feeling SKIRK wouldn't like being around a lot of people. Oh wait! Baishu said we could rest in the back room of the pharmacy, didn't he? Let's head there!
Yeah, I can guess instead of a hotel place, it's better to just be somewhere more quiet. She doesn't really want to go talking to people much. Or having to, you know, erase a bunch of memories.
Huh. This bag from SKIRK has a ton of Mora in it. Does she have a job or something? Wait, no. After what we saw at Wamin Restaurant, that seems impossible. Can you imagine? It would go something like, I'll be collecting my paycheck now, boss. Oh, sure thing. Wait, who are you? Have we met? Can't hold a job if you make everyone forget about you. So, what did she do to get all this Mora?
Lived a very long time.
Claimed some buried treasure, took care of a few monsters that were causing trouble. Nothing untoward. It's safe to use.
Ah! You heard all that?
A sonorous voice like yours is hard to miss. I wouldn't be surprised if the sound of it traveled to the nearest mountaintop.
Then, did you by chance happen to hear Paimon's little, joke earlier?
You mean when you called me Frosty the Lavender Melon?
Guess you did. Paimon's whispering needs some work.
No, sorry. Paimon totally misspoke just now. She didn't say that at all. It was, a Paimon lookalike. Yeah, she's a piece of work, that one. Always impersonating Paimon and giving people weird nicknames.
It's not like she's gonna kill you in this state, Paimon. You're fine.
Okay, fine. The truth is, Paimon didn't like you all that much at the start. But things are different now. You helped the Traveler in a big way, so... What do you say? Friends?
Ugh.
I don't think she really wants that.
I noticed there was only one bed. Go ahead and get some rest.
Girl, this is for you.
Wait, what about you?
I don't get tired, and I don't need rest. I'm going to practice my sword work. That should help me regain some strength.
But your shoulder... Hey, don't just leave! Whatever. Let her tire herself out. She'll come back eventually. Let's get some sleep, Traveler. That comfy bed is calling, Paimon.
I mean, it's not like we can force her to sleep anyways, so... SKIRK is stubborn. Even if I try to convince her to take it easy, I doubt she'd listen. Paimon is right. Skirk will stop and take a break once she gets tired. Hope. I should just get some sleep. Well, she's back. Mark? Of course she's acting like she didn't just get stabbed in the shoulder. Huh, something seems off with her though.
Quiet.
Who's she talking to? There's no one around. Unless...
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Run, Skirk. Run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
Right. In that dream I witnessed, Skirk was training alone, but there were some disembodied voices talking to her. One of them mentioned a fire. I wonder what exactly happened. Only she could just talk to us.
Getting an early night's sleep is the best. That bed was so comfy. Wait, Skirk? Have you been sitting out here the whole night? The bed's all yours if you want it.
Recovered your strength yet?
About 60%. Maybe 70.
Whew! Paimon thought it would take at least a couple of days. That was fast.
I mean, she's lived for hundreds of years. She's probably has a technique at this point.
No, not fast enough. That's 20% less than last time. Same training regimen, same intensity. Nothing felt different, but somehow the outcome fell short.
Maybe it's because of the spike that stabbed you?
No, I think the problem's with me. I need to meditate for the next 2 days. Deep introspection should help me find the issue.
Ooh, sounds intense.
Thanks. See you in 2 days.
Oh, we're gonna have to actually move the clock, huh? Or not. We're just kind of hanging around her.
Morning! Skirk is still meditating, huh? It's been 2 days already. Shouldn't she be awake by now?
No idea. Maybe it's not going too well.
Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help. Oh, wait! Breakfast! That's it! Paimon will go get breakfast! Skirk is gonna be starving when she wakes up. Be right back.
Skirk looks so serene. Almost like she really is asleep. You again? What are you doing here? Thought it was just a little memory creature. We're back to being blinded. This place feels familiar, but where exactly am I? There are towering cliffs and withering trees, and a strange river flowing from the horizon all the way here. But it's broken up several times along the way, with a waterfall at each breaking point. On closer inspection, the color of the water is changing. The closer I get to the lower portion, the darker it becomes. Almost as if... You bring me here. That must mean this is...
That's right. This is SKIRK's inner world. Think of it as the threshold between the soul and dreams. This isn't your first time here, but what you remember is probably a space covered in darkness. I only managed to illuminate a small portion for you back then.
So you can speak.
Actually, it's my first time talking to someone like this. I only managed to break free and bring you here because the injury weakened her power. I guess that's why I can speak again, too. Call it fate, if you want. I think that's the word they use in this world for lucky coincidences like this, right? Now, before I take you to her, I gotta ask. You're the first outside visitor to ever come here, so what's your impression of this place?
Why is there so many cliffs and waterfalls?
Oh, you noticed. This river represents SKIRK's strength. Strength accumulates over time. It is the summation of a person's lived experience. So this river is where all the fragments of SKIRK's life should converge into a single stream of memories and emotions, flowing forward as one. But as you can see, this river has been severed numerous times. It's because SKIRK doesn't like who she was in the past, and all she sees reflected in the river is a disgraceful shadow of who she was. She cuts through water and rock with the sword of reason, severs her connection with the past, and begins anew.
Wait, that reminds me of something.
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
I see. So is Sir Talogi, who taught SKIRK to replace all emotion with reason. Trying to make sure I say his name right, and not insert random letters. And since then, it's a constant process of abandoning, refuting, and erasing her past self. I suppose that's the secret to her strength. But it's such a sad thing to think about. What has she been through, and why does it have to be this way?
The answer to one mystery invites another question, I see. Let's follow the river upstream. There among the cliffs, among the memories etched into her heart, lies the truth of it all. Soon, you'll understand everything.
It's very pretty. It's a really nice color scheme. It's just all cool colors, but still. This looks like a coastline. Huh, I recognize the drawing on the sand. Wait, isn't that the picture I drew for Paimon? Why is it showing up in SKIRK's memories?
I've always thought that, even when falling leaves don't come from the same tree, they can still form bonds of kinship when they meet. Like meteors, you both made a journey through the stars. Both travelers who have landed on a planet that is not your home. Yet, when she first noticed your presence, although she hesitated for a moment, she still chose to walk away, indifferent as ever.
Why? If I think about it, it's not surprising at all. After what happened at Ron Min restaurant, it's obvious she prefers to disappear from other people's lives. She hasn't seen Child in years either. I doubt she's ever made a connection with this world in her own volition. What I'm seeing now is a microcosm, is a little memory in her life.
Seems like you've answered your own question. sees herself as a trespasser in this world. She's made a conscious choice to avoid altering its path. But the reason for that decision stems from events much earlier on in her life. Let's keep going. It's still a long way to the source of the river.
Oh, we just walk on top of the water. I guess that's good. We don't really have to deal with it.
You now have what it takes to wield immense power. From this day forth, I shall teach you no more. No one can become a worthy warrior through imitation alone. I have given you fangs and claws. Now, you must learn to hunt.
You wish me to travel the world beyond on my own, Master?
Indeed. Make new friends. Embark on your own journey. And piece together a new future from the shattered remnants of your past. We will still have contact through the abyss. But know this. One day, I will take the life you worked so hard to rebuild and reduce it to ashes. Just like the fire that haunts your mind.
I wonder if that's why she doesn't make connections. It's just because he'll come and destroy it all anyways, so she's rather not have to deal with more of that crap.
Why do you do that?
I have told you before, fear is the catalyst for human evolution. You have tasted loss. You have known fear, so deep it can be felt in the bones. But as living beings, we all have an instinct to detach from that which harms us. And thus pain dampens over time, and the acrid taste of fear becomes but a distant memory. Yet now, I have bestowed upon you the gift of fear eternal. It will drown you in the nightmare of your childhood, or it shall drive you to defeat me, whatever the cost.
Yeah, so she doesn't have to deal with everything haunting her, and she can actually, you know, go live a life, you know, be a person. That figure next to SKIRK looks familiar. Right, I saw the same figure during the battle against the all-devouring Narwhal.
That is what SKIRK's master, the foul Sertologi, looked like at one point in time.
At one point in time? So he can change form?
Of course. As a higher being, physical form is a triviality to him. He could appear as a beast, a human, or even a monster that defies description. The form you see him in here, clad in abyssal armor, is the one he usually wears when traveling through the stars.
I used to think Sertologi and SKIRK were just master and disciple, just like SKIRK and Child. Now I see why SKIRK chose to distance herself from humanity. Sertologi just told her put her roots down here, while at the same time threatening to destroy whatever life she managed to create.
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps, walk the path he once walked, and somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose.
Yeah, otherwise she can't truly live a life till that point, or it's all threatened to be destroyed. So that's what she meant. But I still don't understand why Sertologi would do that. From what he said, I didn't pick up on a conflict between them. It's just because he's a butt. Like, a good chunk of the sinners are like that. They are kind of more or less heartless. They don't really care about anything other than their own pursuits. Though today is honestly no better though, but he's not even a sinner.
I'll let you in on a little secret. The real Serology is terrifying. The scope of his power is impossible to understand until you experience it firsthand. It is absolute. The power to crush all things. Shall we keep going? Let's see. We're about halfway there.
I'm winning in the race. It cannot keep up with me. Oh, why you? Oh, okay. Got a free little teleport. This must be SKIRK when she was a kid.
We've made it quite a ways already. This is SKIRK when she first began training under Serology.
I have set your broken wrist. Tomorrow, you're to train twice as hard. No tears this time. Good. Attempting to garner sympathy through tears is a habit of the weak. A pitiful, useless ploy.
Can I ask a question, Master? Why did you save me? I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
I saved you because I have a plan for you. It has been too long since I fought a battle that demanded my full strength, and I hunger for it. Every so-called genius and prodigy I have faced has crumbled like sand underfoot. Before me, even fate bends the knee.
So he just saw this as an opportunity to build an experiment for his own demand. Great.
So, I will teach you everything I know. Train you by whatever means necessary, in the hope that one day, you might surprise me.
But I don't want to draw my sword against you, Master.
What you want matters little. Among the boundless sea of stars, the cries of the weak are but faint murmurs that disappear into the void. You of all people know that well.
Yes, Master. From that day forward, all she knew was grueling training, emptiness, and fatigue. After some time, her talent bloomed, and she gained control over her emotions, like her master. How should I put it? It was not that human emotion disappeared from her heart, but that reason came to dictate all she was allowed to feel. I suppose it was at this point that she became the SKIRK you know today.
She had to lock everything away to protect it. And just really to survive. She's been in such a survival state at this point. So, Serology saved SKIRK from a disaster when she was a child and never tried to hide his ulterior motive. Suppose that leaves one final mystery. What really happened with the disaster back then? Serology's final words to SKIRK were cold and cruel, but SKIRK's reaction made it seem like it was the truth she knew all too well. I have a feeling it comes back to what happened back then.
We're nearly there. I almost don't want to reach the end. Well, shall we? This is the final stretch.
Yeah, we're really about at the tippy top. Why can I not? Bro. And the water looks a lot more like the primordial sea.
These are SKIRK's happiest memories. What a simple and carefree time it was. Wisps of clouds dotted the sky. The sun bathed everything in golden light. And when song filled the air, Not even the shyest of flowers could resist swaying along. This is SKIRK's homeland. She was so curious about everything as a child, always skipping school to go exploring instead. There was so much to discover. The treasures at the bottom of the sea, the secrets beyond the stars, and that merchant ship packed with adults wearing those strange clothes. Yes, the ship. That was the beginning of the end. It was a spaceship. When it arrived, the people that disembarked wore smiles on their faces and spoke of friendship. They claimed to be merchants from a neighboring planet, looking to establish trade. SKIRK's parents, her relatives, her neighbors, everyone welcomed the newcomers with open arms and allowed them to explore the planet. To them, the visitors were guests and should be treated with hospitality. No one had any idea of what was to come. Several months later, an army of unknown origin arrived without warning and carried out a ruthless campaign to destroy everything and everyone on the planet. SKIRK had skipped school that day, like so many times before, so she was not caught in the immediate wave of destruction. But when she came home that day, only fire and ruin awaited her.
Poor girl.
Countless people cried out to her for help. People she knew and loved. Friends and relatives. The little girl who lived next door. The shop owner with the bad leg. The bad-tempered teacher she had made fun of just that morning. Their lives were discarded like worthless trash as the fire consumed one life after another. SKIRK was helpless. All she could do was run. And so she did. She kept running until an unexpected figure crossed her path. If Sertology hadn't been there in that moment, the fire would have claimed her life too. And there she would have remained, left to rot in the scorched earth, with no answer as to why any of this was happening.
So, why did those people destroy her homeland?
Because she and her people were seen as a threat.
A threat? Did they do something bad?
As the initial merchant ship explored the planet, they discovered that it hadn't always had the condition to support life. Yet there was evidence of human activity, even during the periods of extreme heat or cold in the past. Further research revealed that, over time, the people of this planet had evolved the ability to adapt to any type of environment or energy source. For that reason, the outsiders viewed them as a potential threat, and decided to eliminate them before the threat could rear its head. And so, the army was called, and the so-called danger was wiped from the face of the planet.
Just because of speculation? All those innocent people.
Senseless, isn't it? Deemed a threat because of a gift they didn't even know they had. Perhaps it was their own innocence and kindness that doomed them. But in the end, that was lost to the blaze as well. If those with power get to decide good and evil, then all you can trust in is the sword in your hand. And so, before death could claim her, she ran. She ran and never stopped.
Now I see why Sertology's threat is such a terrifying prospect to her.
No one wants to relive their most painful moments. Well, that brings us to the end of the story. This is as far as we can go. SKIRK is waiting over there. For both of us. Let's go to her. It's time to fulfill my purpose. And my greatest wish over all these years.
So all this, just so you could bring him here.
I have things to say to you. Well, to me. I want someone to witness our reconciliation, even if it takes an argument to get there. And he is the best choice in this moment.
Wait, then you must be...
Her suppressed emotional self. The version of herself she keeps locked in the recesses of her mind. All those rejected impulses. Those discarded aspects of your past selves. They are a part of me now. I am who you used to be. Someone you have refused to face for too long. So, I came to face you instead.
You're wrong. I've faced you all along. And that's exactly why I keep you locked here. Your existence makes me weak. Moments of joy and longing are when we are most vulnerable. Don't forget, it was a penchant for goodness over reason that doomed our homeland in the first place. The vastness of the universe renders everything insignificant. Our feelings most of all.
Even so, learning from the mistakes of the past doesn't have to mean erasing everything. Strip yourself of your so-called weaknesses. Emotions like kindness and empathy. And what makes you any different from the ruthless soldiers who slaughtered our people?
The difference is that I'm doing what is right. What is necessary.
And that's what they thought they were doing too.
I allow you to exist, but with limited freedom. That is the greatest kindness I can offer. I've shouldered everything you couldn't carry. I rose above the numbness and emptiness, and it was cold, unfeeling reason that brought me this far. It made me who I am. It made me strong.
That is the problem. I want to shoulder those things together. On the grand scale of the entire universe, maybe our feelings are vanishingly small, but why should that mean they don't matter? Emotion gives warmth to the cold expanse of space. It gives meaning to the world around us. Think back to those nights of gazing at the stars, those afternoons of exploring the unknown. Think back and let them grant you peace. A brief respite from the pressure you put on yourself.
That isn't what we need.
It's exactly what we need. Aren't you curious about why recovering your strength has taken longer than normal this time?
Finally, you get to the important part. That is the only answer I came here to find.
Then look around. Look at your inner world. You cast aside your dreams and curiosity. And in doing so, you lost your original motivation. You severed all connection to who you used to be, so you can no longer draw strength from your past. Now, the only things driving you forward are fear and survivor's guilt. But these cannot take you far enough. And so, this river, the source of your strength, grows more polluted by the day.
And you think that means I should seek help from a weak little thing like you?
Your emotional self isn't weak. The fact that she transcended time and broke free from her constraints to come and face you, that proves it.
Thank you for saying that. I knew bringing you here would be the right choice. To be honest, I'm not here to argue with you. This isn't about who's right or wrong. And in fact, I agree that in order to make it through the wake of that tragedy, we had to distance ourselves from the pain through reason over emotion. But what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever. I know you will never forget that fire. I know the fact that you were the sole survivor fills you with guilt. And I know that among the voices that haunt you, mine is there too. Because deep down, you know that you didn't turn out to be the person you wanted to be. All those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore. So even if you can't accept me, I hope, at least, that you can let go. I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive.
I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there, and I'm ready to see them all.
She had so many dreams and aspirations that she had to get rid of, and she fears making more just because of the threat.
I remember. There was a song Mom and Dad always sang when we went out to fetch water. Dancing water. The sand along your path is begging for your song and movement. Will you carry this burden with you on your journey? I am not the dancing water, and you are not the burdensome sand. But if this is your wish, then I will carry you with me until the end.
Thank you.
I should be thanking you.
Their art for these cutscenes is always so good.
SKIRK, run! Remember, leave no one alive!
Heed my words, SKIRK. Let fear take root in your soul.
Did you survive? Why was it only you?
SKIRK, did you become a positive light in this world?
Hey, this doesn't have to be the end. Life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
So, you saw my memories then. I once asked my master if survival of the strongest was the law of the universe. He said no. But in a world without order, those with no moral boundaries tend to be the ones who survive.
That isn't true strength. Power is not a substitute for doing what is right.
That's why, after hearing his answer, an idea came to mind. An idea that, one day, I would create a new world order. One in which there would never be another tragedy like that fire. One in which power was not the law of the land. But that means I must defeat him. Because my master, Sir Logi, is, at the core, a defier of all rules and order.
Sounds like you have your work cut out for you.
Yes. And not just because of the gap in our abilities, but also because I have no reason to see him as an enemy. Although his decision to train me was not made out of kindness, he did everything a master should. He saved my life, taught me the sword and the principles of strength. And for that, I respect him.
But he intends to face you in battle one day.
I know. And it's not something I want. But Master never goes back on his word. I have to treat everything he says as a promise. He's no longer into that, but he sends me messages through the abyss every now and then. Most of them are simple greetings, or an answer to one of my questions. Every time I hear from him, my heart skips a beat. And I wonder if this is the moment where he'll finally appear before me and tear down everything I've built to pieces. Maybe that means I do live in eternal fear, just like he said. Yes, I respect him, but I'm also afraid of him. And for that reason, the pursuit of strength consumes every moment of my life. I don't know what Master has planned, but I have to be ready.
If he does attack one day, I'll help you.
Help me? Why? This isn't your fight.
It's just what we do.
Because if we want to build the world we both want to see, everyone has to be willing to fight for it. If we all do our part, we can make the entire universe a kinder place.
SKIRK gazes into the distant sky. There's nothing else to do here. Should I leave? And there really is nothing else. This is one damn pretty place, though.
Oh, you're finally awake! Honestly, Paimon was gone for like 2 seconds and then she comes back and finds you both unconscious? Oh, you scared Paimon half to death! You're both okay, right?
What does it look like?
Looks like your strength is back. You look stronger than ever.
Only water from the source can cleanse the rot and filth that flows from the past into the future. I taught you to incorporate the experiences from your journey into how you fight. I suppose what happened today will become an inseparable part of who I am.
Okay, so Paimon feels like she's missing some important context, but whatever. Paimon brought back tons of delicious snacks! Let's dig in!
All right, it's about time we finished what we started.
We're gonna deal with this thief for good, right?
Finally, let's show him what we're made of.
This time, I'm not going to tell you to hold back. But having digested even more power in the meantime, he's going to be tougher than before. The good news is, we have no reason to pull our punches this time. So, let's go. Same place as last time.
Alright, back at it again. I'm glad it's starting to wrap up a little because I'm actually getting kind of hungry. I have an idea of what to do for dinner. So, good there at least. Gotta wait for the stamina to go back up. Here we go. This hopefully won't take forever. It'll be a good battle.
The fog is gone!
Oh well, shit.
Wait, isn't that the form the all-devouring narwhal changed into? How come he knows that, too?
That's SKIRK's master. That's what the fowl used to look like.
Really? So, you're telling Paimon that giant whale and this guy can both turn into the fowl? How does that work?
It's a subconscious instinct. Any intelligent being who longs for his level of strength is bound to mimic his appearance. It's a natural response after encountering someone as powerful as Master. To them, he represents ultimate power. We know the person before us has encountered Master, and we know he stole a portion of my power. So it's not surprising that he would assume this form.
Okay. Oh, the closer Paimon looks, the more intimidating it gets. Nervalette isn't here this time, so it's up to us. He won't have the nerve to steal again after we're done with him. Let's teach this guy a lesson.
Let's bully him.
Bombs away! Go!
Into the force! Yeah.
Haven't forgot their training, I hope.
Extinguish!
Oh god, how much of my controller can you hear?
Beyond this world.
Come on, come at me, boy. Okay, doing this with Traveler is like so anticlimactic. There we go, there we go.
Haven't had enough of my power. Well then, let's see how much more of this power you can handle.
Let's go!
Well, have you come to your senses?
You saw that my body was at its limit. So, you deliberately channeled your power into me, knowing that it would destroy my shell from within.
And that's a Conrian outfit.
Such power. Such keen battle instincts. So you must be...
SKIRK, Sertologi's disciple.
How long has it been? How long has he been away from Tevat?
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds? Sorry, it's a lot to take in. I should introduce myself. I am Skofnunga, a friend of your master and one of his followers.
Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna pronounce that name right at all, ever.
This is the first time I've heard your name, SKIRK. But hundreds of years ago, I knew you existed. And I knew you would come here.
Hundreds of years ago?
Sounds like you and Master have quite the history. Care to tell us about it?
Of course. Might as well take advantage of a clear head while I can. The story starts a long, long time ago. I was born into a noble family in Conria. As the eldest son, I was set to inherit our title. But I contracted an incurable illness as a child, and everyone gave up on me. I trained the sword harder than anyone else, defeated all of my peers. But it was all in vain. When other people looked at me, all I saw in their eyes was pity, or a strange glee in my misfortune. Even my parents were just waiting for me to die. Over time, my heart hardened, and I became aimless. That was the point where I met your master, Sir Telogi. We were similar in age, but different in background. He was born in prison, the son of criminals who had been sentenced to death. He spent his childhood wandering the streets, facing more criticism than the literary works in the Universitas Magistrorum. Yet, he always wore a smile on his face, as if kindness and malice were one and the same, and he could not see the difference. I still remember what he said to me when we first met. You need to fight to survive. Even if it's a losing battle, it should light a fire under you. How can you sit back like this and go down without a fight?
That does sound like something he would say.
Very much so.
He was the first to acknowledge that I was worth something, and he inspired me to keep going. When we sparred together, it was the first time I'd actually felt the thrill of combat. When I was 10, he stole forbidden research materials and managed to cure my illness. It was like there was nothing in this world he couldn't accomplish. When it came to the human form, he was always intent on pushing the boundaries of possibility. But somewhere along the way, I fell behind. My talents were nothing compared to his, and at some point, I realized he had pulled so far ahead, I was too embarrassed to even ask him to spar. After his grand endeavor was successful, he sought me out and said to me,
"This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But first, I have an offer. I can use a power I have just refined to break the curse of immortality for you. Your death was once what we worked so hard to prevent. But the immortality you now face is a different kind of pain altogether."
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time to get stronger. Maybe I'll finally catch up to you one day, and we can spar like we used to.
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return. Your body, or rather, your soul, might not be able to withstand this curse.
Or you're the one that cursed him with immortality.
All I can do is try. After all, a wise man once told me, people need to fight for their own survival.
Wise indeed. Nevertheless, if you grow weary of the pain of immortality, and wish to experience a good sparring match before you wither away, seek out my disciple.
Disciple? Never thought I'd hear that word coming from you.
Nor I. But Vedifenir said I was destined to find a disciple out there in the universe, and bring her to Tibet. You know as well as I, Vedifenir's prophecies are never wrong.
Well, now I'm curious about who this disciple of yours will be.
All that Avenir said was that one day, the stars shall bow in her honor.
Sounds pretty impressive.
Of course. Only the most outstanding people would have the right to become my disciple.
Still self-assured as ever, I see. But you're not wrong.
I'll be leading them. Oh, and if you were serious about getting stronger, I left you a little gift in the primordial sea. As I've said before, walk whatever path you want. Freedom means even the wicked get to make their own choices.
Waiting for me in the primordial sea was the all-devouring narwhal, already beaten into submission by Sertologi. In its weakened state, I was able to cut off part of its flesh and sew it into my own heart.
Oh man, really? That's nasty.
Your heart? That sounds like torture. How did you even survive that?
He's immortal, he can't die from it. He can surely feel it though.
Because, of course, I bear the curse of immortality.
So, you used the curse to turn yourself into a vessel for power. Even with that whale's ability, devouring power like that is not something the human body can withstand. With your body and soul constantly at the breaking point, it was the curse of immortality that sustained you. But that is not the path to strength. You have to pour your heart into it, work for it, dream of it. Instead, you stole something that didn't belong to you, and it backfired.
You're right. I should have known better, but I had already pushed myself to my limits, and he was still miles ahead of me. So I had to take a leap of faith. I miss your master. I miss the days when we were all together, troublemakers without a home. I don't regret the choice I made. But if you'll allow it, I do want to apologize. To both of you.
After the beating we just gave you, I think we can call it even.
You're an interesting one as well. Sertologi's disciple. That's a lot to live up to. It can't have been an easy experience. I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to force you to catch up to him. All the while, standing ever out of reach. We're like mountain climbers in the dark, never knowing how much higher we have to climb, or when we will see the sun again.
True. But I made up my mind long ago. No matter how dark it gets, I will not give in to despair. I will overcome it. Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master really wants is not a battle that demands his full strength, but rather a defeat without regrets.
I'm still here, by the way. I don't have anything to comment on the dialogue, so I'm just letting it play throughout.
Oh?
Since you're his friend, you must have some things in common. First time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power, I felt no emotion coming from that spike. But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me just now, I could feel joy and passion emanating from your blade. It was the joy of a researcher discovering the truth of the world, the joy of an artist uncovering a temple of wonders.
Interesting. I'm certain I didn't express those emotions outright, yet you were able to read them from my blade, like a glimpse into my inner world. You're right. That battle brought me an unbridled sense of joy, and my defeat brings me no regret whatsoever.
Exactly. I think Master also craves a battle like that. One where his opponent forces him to use all his strength, unlock the extent of his potential, and transcend his own limits. A battle to end all battles, after which all can come to an end. including, perhaps, his life. For that very reason, good and evil are meaningless to him. He has one purpose, one goal: to complete himself. It's one of the secrets to his strength.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps that is his goal. What a battle that would be. Oh, to witness such a...
Are you okay?
I mean, if his soul and body are like constantly on the brink of breaking, yeah, he's probably hasn't been in a good state for a while.
Too many different kinds of power are surging through my body. The curse of immortality allows it all to coexist, but it does not remove the pain. I won't be able to hold on to my sanity for much longer. What a shame. I would have loved to witness that battle. Sertologi once offered to free me from this curse. Now, I must ask that of you, SKIRK. Can you release me from the pain?
I can, but not through death, if that's what you were hoping for. It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. As an alternative, I can take your consciousness, along with all the power you've consumed, and smash it to pieces.
Ooh. That doesn't sound exactly pleasant either. But, guess if he takes it.
The impurities will dissipate, and under the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate. When that process is complete, you will be back to who you were before, no longer tortured by powers you can't control.
Oh, okay, I guess maybe that's not terrible?
But it will be a time-consuming and painful process. The decision is yours to make.
I accept. And who knows? Perhaps I'll wake up in time to witness your great battle with Sertologi. I have faith that you'll be able to stand against him one day. Though I know it'll be a long and arduous road if we are climbers in the dark. It appears the dawn has finally broken for me. But your ascent continues. At least, it looks like you are not alone on your journey.
I will reach the top of this mountain, no matter what it takes. And you, Skofnunger, will be my witness at the end of all things.
That's finally over. Let's get out of here. Huh! At least we don't have to make a mad dash for the exit like last time.
Yeah, I'm ready to leave it. There's nothing really else for us to do. Let's look at the pretty environment.
We did it! Ah, it's only been a few days, but it feels like forever. Once again, we've proved there's nothing we can't overcome. We're just that awesome.
I didn't even break a sweat.
Wow, you sound even more confident than usual. Guess you really have become stronger. Today sure went by fast. It's night already. Oh wait, that reminds Paimon. The stars you mentioned, the ones that died out, are they back now?
Yes. The power Skofnunger stole has been returned. So, the stars have regained their light.
Great! Huh, it's crazy that you even noticed their light was gone. There are so many stars in the sky. If a few disappeared, Paimon definitely wouldn't be able to tell.
I suppose it's because I have gazed upon this sky for centuries. The false stars, hanging in the meticulously planned sky, glittering with rotten light. It's not real. And yet, it is for that very reason that I can look upon it and enjoy the momentary peace it brings.
It's beautiful, I agree. I'd like to see what it's like up there.
Even the most beautiful of bubbles has to burst. We will return to the real universe one day, whether of our own volition or not. Time marches ever forward. Even the innocent and naive will taste life's bitterness. Yet through hardship, we grow, until we learn to seize the sands of time for ourselves, and uncover our true strength. Though we gaze upon a false sky, its vastness and majesty is palpable. One can only wonder, what is it going to take for kindness to reign supreme in the vast expanse of the universe?
Ugh, this is all going over Paimon's head. But if she knows one thing, it's that the Traveler always finds a way. Ever since we met, he has filled Paimon's days with happiness. No matter how tough things get, he always finds a way to make it better. If it's too big a job for one person, then we'll do it with two. And if two's still not enough, then three. We've met so many amazing friends, and accomplished so many amazing things. As long as we don't give up, we can make any wish come true.
I suppose when it comes to you, anything is possible. Well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I need more practice to get used to it.
When will we meet again?
I suppose fate will decide. Maybe we'll bump into each other on the street. Or maybe we'll reunite on a different planet entirely. Regardless, reunions and partings are but passing moments. More than anything, I hope that at the end of this journey, wherever it takes us, we stand in a world reborn. One without war, pain, or forced partings. One where new life can bloom, even where there was once nothing but scorched earth. For this, we must all work to become stronger.
Of course.
Goodbye, Traveler. Remember your training. Make sure to put it to use.
And she's gone just like that.
Is it just Paimon, or is she being nicer than before? We definitely count as friends after all that, don't you think? Hey, what do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars. Come tomorrow, we can continue our journey. Oh, and since Paimon treated you to that super nice meal at Wanmin Restaurant, it's about time you returned the favor.
And that's the end of her story quest. Oh yeah, we get her a guitar and stuff. Let me claim these real quick. That was a really good story quest. I feel like it's a little longer than usual, but I was also talking a lot, so it's probably its normal length. And then next time, aka tomorrow, we're doing more tomorrow. We'll do Durin's part 4 and then Emily. I didn't start too much of that one, so we should be fine. I think basically I got to the point where we met her and we're like, oh, yeah, we might... No, it was like, I think Paimon has allergies or something. It's like, oh yeah, no, just follow me. We'll go figure this out. And I think that wraps it up for today. That is... Genshin always takes us a long time, and we're also going to be coming back here tomorrow, so...
The world remains constant over the century.
Sorry, Raiden, but I have other things I need to do, such as going to eat later. But I do thank you all for joining me in the Haven today. We will be back here again tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m. CST, to do Durin's story quest and the rest of Emily's, which I barely started. And then the day after that, on... Oh, today's Friday? Oh yeah, today is Friday. On Sunday, we'll be back for some Windcraft, because I figured out what my damn problem was. I actually had quests that I needed to do that were level 60, and that's where I would have gotten the good gear. So if I actually did Realm of Light, that's how I would have gotten the good gear. I didn't have to wait. There's nothing good else on the market. I need to do that quest. So we're doing that first. And then we can do all the other stuff we couldn't do, like the 2 bosses that I'm missing. So here's my Twitch. We'll be back over there for Double Trouble Tuesday, so it'll be quite a bit. I'm mostly giving YouTube love this week for streams, because I gotta get that Durin Quest done, and I want to try and get the big lore quest and Realm of Light before I have to go. I'll make a post when it does actually happen, and I know I do keep saying that, but I will be gone January 10th through the 26th. It's a lot, but I'm gonna be in another country, and I will be talking about it once I come back. But while some of it is fun, a lot of it is work, but I will have absolutely no streaming equipment, no laptop. The only technology I'll really be having is a burner laptop, which is not my own, my phone, and my iPad, but mostly for drawing. So I will still update and post on social medias such as Twitter and Blue Sky, which here are those. And I'll try and shove in some streams the Wednesday through Friday before then, the 7th, 8th, and 9th, but that's probably mainly gonna go to Twitch because they deserve a little love after how much I'm gonna give YouTube this week. And yeah. And as I always need to remember, a subscription here is always nice. I stream quite often and always post my schedule here. And our plans for the year, which I do need to make a little video for that. I am planning to try and make a video every every 3 to 4 months. I would up that ratage, but as I've never made an actual full video before, I think it's probably good that I keep it that low. Just, I'd love to do once a month, but as I haven't made a video before yet, I don't want to put the bar too high and then fail it, especially because I can't do anything this month till I get back. So, I can't even really work on anything yet. But I do thank you all for sticking around with me in Haven today, and we'll be back here tomorrow, 4 p.m. CST, for more Genshin. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!